to really bounce back after an underperforming hardpoint map where he scored a .77 KD ratio. So now that gets sorted out, this team is in a nice position to really go in for the first sweep of the knockout stage. SPG, they're back at that start. But before we even start our map number 3, we're just about to showcase our team results and see who happened to be the better all over the place here. And man, if we're talking about it, I like the consistency that you're seeing for Peg all throughout this matchup. We saw him end up with the MVP unit map number 1, dropping a 51 kill bomb. Now on this SND, he was up there with Anzai with the terms of frags we just saw from them.
19, 5, and 8. You can't ask for a better teammate if you are in Wolves, especially in Search and Destroy. 3.80 KD Cali with a 2.14 rating. How crazy is that, bro?
It is crazy. That's a lot. It just means that Zai was just basically, you know, emphasizing so many eliminations to favor him, right? You saw him with 4 kills in 1 round. You saw him with 3 kills in 1 round. It was just too easy, and you just really have to give it up to the teammates that is giving that information and the call-outs where these players would be to find those trades quickly and end this matchup. And that Odin in his hands looked pretty strong. And there's a reason why if you're going up against a Wolves squad on a Tunisia, you gotta have to ban it out. It's because of Zai, as well as Peg, that might just be, you know, the dagger up against your squad. And here he is scoring the MVP, his 3rd MVP. He's got himself 9 eliminations on this matchup right here. You gotta have to expect more coming in from him, as he is the IGL on this roster when it comes to getting all of his top frags, as well as the most important kills in the match.
You know, you take a look at the performance there first out of Nia, and he was dropping like, what, 5 to 7 there, but what more he can do when the rest of his teammates are doing the work here? I mean, that's really just the beauty here for set of Wolves, is that if, let's say, Neon is going to be struggling, Zai's going to step up, same goes for set of Peg. It's just, you know, correlating to one another. There are times where every player from the set of Wolves are really up there on the chart, and it really comes through when it matters the most. And if you take a look at the personality here for the set of Wolves, come again, we are looking at the world champ here. So
yeah,
we might say that they are the number 3 team in China right now that is based off their own local tournament in the Chinese region. But where they really shine is up against teams in a tournament like this in CDSI, where there's multiple region, not just CDM.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously for Wolves, their S&D has just been looking strong. So now that that gets sorted out, you know, you just have to worry about the coming game up ahead, which is going to be Control. It does look like you have the better advantage coming into this, but you need to make sure that your defense will remain firm, because SPG is profiled to be a great attack side team when it comes to playing C-side Control. So you get that one sorted out, you're in a position to really close this game out, end the day off early, take some rest, prepare for the next game of competition tomorrow, which you still find yourself in the lower bracket to try to claw your way into the grand finals of CDSI 2024. But game's not even started yet, right? So now let's see what's going to be the system that might need to change here for SPG, because we kind of saw it. Gushing, he was doing very well, but the rest of the team, they were kind of lacking, especially on that Search and Destroy, Warden.
Yeah, truly, man. I mean, I was kind of expecting like the game to go back and forth here between Standpoint Gaming and Wolves, exactly how it went down in Hardpoint, because, you know, come again, you know, CDM and Search and Destroy is just something that is just so beautiful to watch. And the only beautiful part about it was really Wolves showing us how to play Tunisia nearly into perfection. I mean, yes, for sure, they dropped 5 rounds, but the way that they were able to assess some situations was something that, you know, a lot of this team should try to pick up.
It does. So what's like the momentum like if you're SPG now, because you were 1 point away from winning that map number 1, and that kind of thought just kind of messed up your mental game to start the second half and the first half of the Tunisia Search and Destroy. You saw them ended up with a 5-3 on the first half. They did show up a little bit more of their performance once we entered the next half, but they still could not do it right for them to have so much of opportunities to win up against Wolves. So now we enter the stage once again. We are live at AG Esports Center in Chengdu, China. Right now it's Wolves up by 2-0 in the overall best of 5 series. They are 1 win away They should be able to close it out on this coming game up ahead, which will be Control Seaside. Can they do it to finally close the day off and send SPG back home packing with their luggage, watching on their home?
Wait, we were looking at the trophy of the CDSI 2024 in 5 days. It does look beautiful. And that's something that every team here in this competition would love to pick up. Would love to pick it up for their organization here. Players from Standpoint Gaming, they're all just going to be chilling here. They don't exactly know what's about to come. Whether is it going to be the end, or is it going to be the first step for them to put up a reverse comeback up against Wolves?
Talking aside, I mean, King back in the roster just gives them full chemistry back into the team, man. I mean, they had a couple of players just kind of subbing in and out for him, trying to find the right team, but it wasn't really fitting the puzzle, so they had to bring back King, and here he is. Although not making much of a presence felt, is doing it silently and helping this team just get it over with, right? Win this matchup right here in SPG in a very tight spot. Needs to win the first map on this. Needs to win their first map on this map number 3 before we even talk about a comeback to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a long journey here if ever they are longing for it. As we all know, Wolves as well, they have what it takes to close out the series pretty early on and send.
Ok, no sé qué pasó. Se cerró el OBS, o sea, estábamos normal y se cerró el OBS de absolutamente nada. No me prende ni Kick ni Trovo, solamente YouTube. Y Trovo está que se prende, se apaga, se prende, se apaga, no sé qué pedo. Por favor, todos los que puedan compartan el nuevo link de la transmisión de YouTube y dejen su like, por favor, nuevamente, por favor.
P1, round 1, round 2. Obviously, it's going to be a huge stinger for SPG. It matters that they bring out their operators on round 2 with a high investment rate. You just want to give someone an opportunity to spawn run and just give your team at least that 1 or 2 extra kill to stabilize your map control all over towards mid.
Bueno, sigamos. Que pasen todos para YouTube. Recompartamos. Estoy subiendo a Instagram el nuevo link. Voy a pasarlo por WhatsApp también.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be tough, but you gotta face reality. Sometimes perseverance might just come in as we start things off now here with Wolves getting some early contestment on the Bravo point. Carl is only gonna be there for the contestment, but he gets denied as well.
Outside, early 2 eliminations, and they're gonna be able to break off the third lane. Now they're trying to take down the guy holding down the builder table. That's Nan just trying to hide. King just flies through, and another kill goes to the hands of Nan. They win the first 5-kill metric, but that hasn't really translated anything at all because Wolves is still able to do time. Nice shots coming through for Peg. That should be an information sent out.
A ver, yo quiero que Wolf la acabe aquí 3-0 porque quiero ver el siguiente juego también y el de Vitality contra X-Rock.
They're gonna get it extra time added to their clock, and just 2 minutes to play and attack the A side here.
It's not really looking good here for
Wolf no está probando nada ahorita. Quiere ganar sí o sí al 100%. Todos los cambios que estamos viendo es por una razón.
And once we get to see the breakthrough here once again on this A control point, we can totally expect a fast capture here by the side of Wolves.
Burning it down, waiting for this guys to overextend and play through mid-map. They truly got baited, and now Wolves in a position to go in for an attack at the A site with a couple of players just all the way through churches to secure the flank and make this a multi-angle push. But they're not going to do it exactly. We want to do a bit more of a bullying Dawn here by sending out King to play through enemy spawns. Well, you have a guy like Nian just searching it up and playing whoever gets out of the spawns. King could not convert that, but with the Fennec and a switcheroo, he should be good to go. Hiding around the smoke, and he's still gonna stay alive, but finally, does get sorted out by Nan. But look at the positioning done there by Wolves, right? You can see them. They're able to push up on the A side, but Suiwon, he cannot win a gunfight. So now Wolves are in. They have fortified the defense inside, and there we have it. 3 more players going through. Wolves should be able to overwhelm them with numbers.
Wolves lost a lot of lives off the spawn trap, and now they're just diversifying their play towards the objective itself, and looking like it's going to be working out. The pressure is on for Standpoint Gaming. They can't find any means to get the breakthrough. No more respawns. Still going to be 5v5, but the capture ensues.
Sí, tiene una reacción súper loca.
The capture that can bring Wolves up and looking like they are going to be able to win by the objective.
Oh man, that was insane right there.
Pues al parecer Wolf sigue estando más fuerte que este SPG. Lo mental, como les digo, ¿no? A la izquierda tenemos 5 jóvenes, a la derecha 5 leyendas de China.
Quick B hit, waited around, held down that mid map. Once they had an opportunity to spawn run, they did it, and they find the opening attack at the A side to completely win through capture. As the second round just opens up, you can see SPG trying to burst through with the war machine. Unfortunate that he has to use at least 4 bullets to take down Zai in there, but at least they're doing double time, stopping the clock and doing so much pressure up against Wolves.
Divided and conquering the control points did happen at least for a moment or so, but B control point gets invaded by the side of Wolves, and now it's just gonna be Standpoint getting some massive progress on the B control point, and at the same time extending 2 players to go for the spawn trap. They do take out Zai, and player 1, player 5 from the set of Standpoint Gaming will go for that extension, but Wolves has the same plan as well.
I mean, SPG, they're a great offensive team. That's how they are profiled when they're playing Seaside. They can clearly see what they're trying to hit right now. It's very decisive. They want to go in and spawn around the opponent, and Suiwon, he's got himself a Sparrow to play around, but Peck, with his own equalizers, he's won. And this is not good. If you are SPG, you are running out of lives. It's a 3-man spawn trap. Oh boy, maybe a triple. Bird falls down. They are capsized. And man, what a sudden turnaround. Wolves, they are not yet done.
Guerra de spawn traps.
SPG violence coming in from the side of
Oh
Wolves.
my god, pero Wolf ganó. Wolf hizo mejor spawn trap ahí.
Through, Annihilator is out. Doesn't even matter. Time still quite a lot for the side of Standpoint Gaming. They're gonna hope for a good wave here if they want to stand a chance to win this round.
What a sudden outburst of attack there, and SPG only has 1.5 good waves of making this attack work on this B side. What you can do though is put your players to play a bit of a spawn
Sí, Nifra,
trap here.
pero también seguir haciendo lo mismo durante 2 años ya te deja de funcionar. Tienes que probar cosas nuevas. Cuando pruebas cosas nuevas, salen nuevos resultados. No puedes seguir con lo mismo 2 años seguidos.
You might be able to win through capture. Gushing already makes his way towards the enemy spawns. Zai trying to search for him, and he's gonna stab him in the back, and there we have it. It's a 5v12 with Nan falling down. It makes the win on this round 2 for SPG super difficult to be executed right.
Gushing alongside C1 does have an operator to play with. If they can invest with one right, maybe till then they can turn things around, but looking like the odds are just biting them down. They're not even going to go for any investments whatsoever. And it's just all going to come down here to them getting some pickoffs, some contestments here and there. One last player alive. It is going to be Carl. 1v5. Capture is on, but it's not even going to matter at all. The players of Wolves just are curling around. He pushes up, spots one, but can't even get the kill.
Away.
And the players of Wolves are just running away. They want to build up their ops.
Oh man, that's insane right here. This is what I was talking about on Twitter.
Exactly, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any opportunity here. If you're getting bullied, you have no choice but to self-nade yourself, which is exactly what you're gonna see. Oh, fist fight between 2 guys.
Quería ir contra su hermano, pero ya.
Scarlet Ian, it's the lookalikes.
Buena, Rubén, ¿cómo estamos?
Up by 2-0 now on this control.
Vayan dejando ese like, chicos, que se ha reiniciado el stream. Se ha reiniciado el stream. Dejen ese like, por favor. Para que toda la gente vuelva por acá.
Fortunately for the side of Wolves,
Para que encuentren el nuevo link.
rules to delay the time to build up your ops, and well, they're not even going to be able to get anything from that aside from actually having his operator out. But at the same time, we've seen Wolves just prosper even without those operators, and looking like it's going to be a big old barrage push here towards his B control point. But Standpoint Gaming actually getting the most out of it.
Claro, bueno. Creo que se puede notar en cómo juegan, cómo usan el mantener para apuntar y todo lo demás en estos 10 jugadores de China que llevan años con los 5 dedos. Cómo se mueven, cómo usan, cómo apuntan a cada rato, slide cancel en todo momento. Esto sí es aprovechar los 5 dedos, no la gente que se cambia 5 dedos y sigue pensando, su cerebro sigue en 4 dedos, pero su HUD está 5.
25-21, Wolves going to be on the trail. Now going to be going for the push on the B control point. 3 players going to be in for the lockdown. And looking like Wolves are going to be having a hard time getting the breakthrough here, but X-Chain, can he make the play? He spots 1, he spots 2. 1 player on the outer side. It's going to be Nan finding the kill with an Odin. And they survive another wave. Wolves on the trail for the time.
It is, but look at the way they have made, the mind games work for the side of SPG. They consistently hit the B side. When they fell down, they quickly hit the A side. And Nian, great shots with the call. Clears it out. Should get the first segment successfully connected to his side, but gotta worry about the guy on flank. That's Carl. He's looking like now getting attacked at the back end side. He's gonna sort him out, so now a double stack. Captures a much faster here this time. You break through from spawns. So now you're looking about an extra minute to the clock if you win this next wave coming through for SPG.
13-12, capture is on. Standpoint Gaming, can they get the denial? Yes, they can. They clear up the last segment here on the A control point. And they're in it for a show. Wolves now going to be going for the push on the B control point. Players to be found nowhere. Standpoint Gaming. They do have one last wave to hold forward. They could go for the pinch here. They need to be cautious. Are they going to go for it? Looking like they will.
11 lives each, man, but Wolves is just completely at the better advantage here. As they have already done 1 flag, and Wolfbang coming through for Nian. It's one more round, man, one more round, and they are at game point. And they're in a position to really put the hurt onto SPG here once again, but SPG Nan trying to make his way in with the claw, but the better operator just comes through from Zai with the War Machine. Now they have opened things up on the A side. They got number 2 in XK.
Uso perfecto de operadores. Perfecto.
There for Wolves. They can win through capture, but a nice play for Suiwon to find the double and wait for the cavalry to arrive. Makes this a tradable, winnable round for SPG, but easier said than done. Wolves still has 2 more operators available. Suiwon needs to play this tight angle right here, hearing all those bullets, should be able to make this swing work. Patiently waiting, and now the spray down is there. But the trade better for Wolves in a 2v4 situation. Nan, as well as Good Shake, can they win it? It's got an equalizer! There's a high chance that they win it through. If he finds great value, but he doesn't check the corner! And now Nan is the last guy standing. Wolves should be able to clear this one out with King playing the bait and switch.
3-0 en control. Esto en la Champs ya hubiese sido mapa para Wolf. La superioridad es notable, los cambios de rol se notan, todo funcionando por parte de Wolf. Wolf está haciendo lo que Vitality no pudo, por si acaso. Ganarle a SPG 3 mapas seguidos.
God, that they get another chance here. Only a miracle can save them now here, Cali.
Operator galores are just going to be something else here for Wolves later on, man. King just able to clear out a couple of players on the perimeter. They might just as well give out A and B here. I mean, they got blocked out. That's the problem here. And SPG now gets to secure some flags. So a bit more better on the objective. I would have liked it if Bird just stayed on the B side and just get the capture done, but he wants to push out with the Annihilator, only to get dealt here by Sai. So now at least you're getting that extra minute to play around, and look at this. An even efficient attack for SPG. Wolves don't have any members here unless Zai clutches it off, and oh boy, the flood is there quickly. SPG needs something. An operator should be useful here, but
sí, al parecer convertir a Chichin en R9 main en todos los mapas y en todos los modos es algo que primera vez estamos viendo, porque siempre usaba Fennec, pero es algo que por primera vez está funcionando también.
They have it all. A War Machine on a control point is everyone's nightmare in the competition of Call of Duty Mobile. Standpoint Gaming doesn't have any operators to play with so far. They just have to wait it out. They got well over nearly 2 minutes to play with, so just take this one step by step, but
hermoso tradeo ahí.
They do. And they're just really looking lost. And again, they're just trying to send out players to just play through his spawns. That's their best way for them to win around this map. Knowing that they have lost so much map presence. They gotta stabilize. But X King, he's here playing for the spawn trapper. He's hunting the spawn trapper.
It's gonna be tough. What's gonna be the timing looking like? Standpoint game is doing one. Let's get the break here inside of the control point. Zai's gonna swing out.
We're failing this
War
mission.
Machine gets invested. Pinch not gonna happen at all, and Zai's gonna go for the cleanup. This might just be it. Players instead of Standpoint Gaming washed away. No more pinches anymore. All they're gonna hope for is one big push on the front side for them to stand a chance to win this game.
57 seconds left here, man. Wolves just gotta have to hold it down. And the end is gonna bring through the claw. So much crowd control and it's no to combat, but Bird still wins it. But the Predator missile for Zai completely seals it. Bird and Carl falls down.
Nah, Wolf está a otro nivel, loco. Wolf está a otro nivel, simplemente.
The anti-life machine is here. And with the triple, no! He does get shut down. Nice response coming through for SPG, but they're down to their last 5 players. Wolves about to eat another team out. And the Hunter gets hunted by the Wolves. 25 seconds left for SPG to hold it down. Lives are less. And it's Wolves just about to close this one out with the victory. Wolves advances to the next
Opa Zenith, hablando español. Hi bro, welcome to the stream. My first stream is crashed, bro. This is a new stream. My first stream is crashed.
Elevate alongside Wolves, they are at the lower brackets. And they still can't afford
Mucho nivel de Wolf. SPG queda eliminado del torneo. SPG queda eliminado del torneo.
But for the time being, let's put the spotlight here for Wolves. Still congratulations to them.
They do. I mean, Wolves have only earned the
3-0, 3-0.
When you think that Anzai was really having a bad day, I was thinking, oh, he's having a bad day after that .77 KD rating that he had on that hard.
Todo lo tenía guardado Wolf, todo lo tenía guardadito Wolf. Lo sacó aquí, cambios de roles, Hichin jugando con R9 todos los modos, todos los mapas. Más orden, buen uso de operadores, todo muy correcto. Los 3 mapas, tanto los que eligió SPG como los que eligió Wolf, lo ganó Wolf todo.
Going to, have a great time in Chengdu, China, as they get to watch the players that are remaining in the esports competition and watch the other team lift that trophy. It hurts to not be the one playing on stage, but hey, at least you get the earn to rep it up on the knockout stage and play LAN with the one of the biggest esports competition in Call of Duty Mobile this year.
Oh, Seni dice, yo creo que Gallery puede vencer a X-Rock. Wow.
Ended off with 249 to 250, but Search and Destroy alongside Control was just totally a different storyline. It was only the first game where Standpoint Gaming was able to put up the fight. The rest just went downhill. Soon enough, I can't wait to see the listening as well for the players. I mean, I know for a fact that we're pretty much hyped up to end off this game count.
Yo creo que verdaderamente sí se cumple, boom, que tenían cosas guardadas, porque hoy vi un Wolf extraño, Peg sin escopeta, Chichin con full R9, parece A-Raf usando R9 en todos los mapas, parece que le copiaron eso, un King que volvió con la Fennec Sniper, un Sai con Oden. Tuvimos un, bueno, Nian como siempre. Estuvo bien extraño, pero un Wolf bastante organizado, nuevo, renovado, fuerte en gunfight, buen tradeo, todo lo hicieron bien. O sea, en la partida de hoy todo lo hicieron bien. Y sí, en realidad no tengo quejas. BID perfecto, todo lo hicieron bien. Faltó un poco de tradeo ¿en qué fue? ¿En el control o dónde fue? En algunas rondas de BID, me acuerdo que lo dije también. Pero de resto, un Wolf impecable. renovado, jugando en serio, porque si perdía esta lo eliminaban. Dijo, vamos a jugar en serio, plum, 3-0 SPG. Un SPG que le ha ganado a Vitality, un SPG que le ha ganado a muchos equipos fuertes. Wolf acaba de hacer lo que Vitality no pudo hacer y nos da un poquito de indicios de más o menos cómo va el nivel de Wolf, ¿no? Frente a India. Ya LB nos ha demostrado qué tan fuerte es por encima de Godlike. Wolf nos da una indirectamente respuesta a cuál es su nivel frente a India Vitality también. Pero hay que seguir viendo. Hoy tenemos Q9 contra Stalwart y X-Rock contra Vitality todavía por ver. Zenith rolling. Yeah, I think.
Obviously for Control it was a total team effort right there, but nonetheless having Beck around boosted this team's opportunity in winning this matchup right here.
Yeah, I mean, it is just someone from one game mode, from one player of Wolves that just ends up like stepping up. If it's going to be Peg, then it's going to be Peg. If it's going to be Zion Search and Destroy, then it's surely going to be
También en Perú, también en Perú son las
I mean,
5:36.
for Control, though, I want to hands down give it all for the whole squad.
Y justo el juego más esperado, X-Rock contra Vitality, lo pusieron al final.
But if you take a look at Neon, King, X-String, and Peg, they were able to do their job respectively well.
Yeah, and here we go, Zai, back-to-back MVP for him. I mean, he responded back with one underperformance with two great performance, and that's pretty high amount of kills for just 4 rounds. 32 eliminations for him and a 1.87 rating. That is top-tier competition as it can get on that Control matchup right there. They made SBG look like kids with the way they were playing. It was clinical routes time and time again. And what I think Wolves had better off of was, again, Zai and Peg, which has the highest rating on the 10 players that were playing on the lobby.
And if you take a look at the running as well for the side of Neon, unfortunately it wasn't really the best day here for him, but we all know Neon is one of those core players that just ends up stepping up as well when it comes into matters, where, you know, one surprising thing about like these squads here, Cali, for the side of the CDM region is that once they are up
Perfecto, estaremos esperando a ver qué sucede ahora, ¿no? Estaremos esperando más o menos. Pero es verdad que Dechen ya había estado en Q9 junto con Island, claro, habían estado antes. Ya habían jugado con Owlin. Island y Dechen ya habían jugado con Owlin 2022, no me equivoco, 2021. Sai orgullo de Perú, dice. ¿Cómo? Ey, tomen screenshot a eso, por favor. Tomen screenshot de que Zenith puso eso en mi canal. Que salga a mi canal también ahí. No puede ser posible lo que estoy viendo.
It's the defending champion of CDSI, X-Rock, the most successful team so far this year in the world, up against Vitality. We will be coming back right after this break. We'll be able to see the upper bracket.
Ok, dice que ya volvemos. Uy, no, ahora sí me pusieron 15 minutos. Bestia. Con eso duermo y recupero el sueño. Tomen el screenshot, me lo mandan por favor al grupo por privado. ¿Quién le ha enseñado eso al Zenith? Actually wanna see Gallery's beat X-Rock, bro. Hopefully it happens, champs. I don't know. Mira, tier list, Tectonic tier list. This is the Tectonic tier list. He put galleries in A. Before Godlike, Elevate, Wolf, Q9, and X-Rock. After Godlike, Elevate. Y él puso que Galleries es mejor que Stalwart, Ancient, Luminosity, Top 1 Japón, Tribe abajo, 4IN. Esta es la tier list de Tectonic. Y Tectonic es el que juega con ellos, ¿sabes? Y por ahora todo está pasando así. De hecho, Elevate sí fue superior que Godlike. Ya lo demostró. Wolf, siento que ahora que lo vi contra SPG, Wolf jugando en serio es otro equipo. Y en presencial más todavía. Creo que todavía está mejor que Elevate también, por el B y D sobre todo. Porque en hardpoint pueden ser muy iguales, en control también. Pero Wolf es más completo que Elevate, ¿por qué? Porque Wolf tiene un super B y D. Y a Elevate le faltan años para llegar a ese B y D. En hardpoint pueden estar parecidos, pero en B y D Wolf le lleva años luz a Elevate. Un 9 ya lo conocemos, va a jugar ahorita, ya veremos. Y bueno, X-Rock ya sabemos. Vamos a ver. El problema es que no sabemos, no tenemos screams de Galleries a un mismo ping, a un mismo MS con China. Esperemos que en la Champs se pueda dar un buen resultado, ¿no? Para los cracks. Bueno, Galleries es nuestro representante de LATAM más fuerte, ¿no? Obviamente tenemos que apoyarlo. Y de NA tenemos a Luminosity como el representante más fuerte, ¿no? Sí, un super nivel, Vieri. Un super nivel, hermano. Ah, puso a Vitality abajo porque obviamente ese equipo, pues no se lo va a colocar ahí. Yo a Vitality lo colocaría a la derecha de Elevate. Básicamente. Mejor que Godlike, pero no mejor que Elevate. Tampoco que Wolf, tampoco que Q9, tampoco que X-Rock. Es el tier list de Tectonic. Así que bueno. Sí, este Wolf está súper renovado y súper guardadito, se lo tenía, ¿eh? Bueno, 10 minutitos, voy por agua, voy a avisar también por todos lados. Hay que meter muchas horas al campo de tiro y hacer mucho juego muy bueno para mejorar. Sí. Yo tampoco colocaría a Galleries por debajo de Godlike, pero pues Tectonic es el que ha jugado con ellos, ¿eh? Él sabrá.
turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon.
Testando nuevos roles, Grey Boy. Eles estavam. Acho que eles estavam guardando muita coisa para os playoffs, né? Então agora foi que eles mostraram novos roles, novos operadores, novos especialistas. Jogaram muito diferente, mas muito bem também. ¿Dónde está amigos? Amigos, el equipo probablemente reemplace a Ancient.
Through the highways.
Ahí le explicas Optic.
I was a lonely silhouette, needed somebody to show the way. Yeah, I was a heartbeat with no sound till you came around. Yeah, you showed me colors, light in the darkness. You were the only thing I needed.
Ancient.
Then we got older.
Ancient lost 3 players to Visa. Some believe that Amigos will replace them in the champs or use their players.
We stayed the same, swear that we never lost the flame.
X-Rocks and X-Rock Q9 or Wolf.
Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, nostalgia, don't you ever slip away. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh. Like a symphony of our memories. Oh, what if the years turn into gold? The longer we live, yeah, the more we grow. We could be 100 miles apart, but it's never far. Yeah, you show me colors, light in the darkness. You were the only thing I needed. Then we got older, but we stayed the same. Swear that we never lost the flame.
And from the new things I saw today at Wolf, I would think that if they can.
No nostalgia, you're an echo.
Saludos para Black Dragon.
Oh, nostalgia,
4 minutos.
of our memories. Oh, nostalgia, don't you ever slip away. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, like a symphony.
Yo creo que sí, creo que el nuevo coach, bueno, no es tan nuevo, tenía un mes y algo más de semanas con ellos, pero tenían guardado eso, así juega China, guarda muchas cosas, por eso quiero ver a Q9. Wolf ya ganó 3-0, L ganó 3-1, si ahorita Q9 gana 3-0 y si luego X-Rock gana 3-0, pues todo se va a quedar en China.
I never see the lights out. They get me overdrive. fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the overdose. I'm feeling it in my bones.
¿Cómo va, Flor? ¿Cómo van los cafecitos? ¿Cuántos cafés ya llevas?
I can fall asleep. The problem is you. Oh, I got the overdose. Oh, you are my overdose.
Yo ya le bajé la voz y ya el café. Lo dejé de tomar. Un poquito. Por la dieta y todo eso. La cafeína me... ¿Cómo te digo? Yo tomo creatina, entonces como que la cafeína y la creatina, tomarlas juntas como que hace que uno pierda el efecto del otro. Ey, a este paso yo no sé si llega el Vitality contra X-Rogue. Volvimos. ¿Qué pasó aquí? ¿Qué pasó aquí? Ahí está. Listo, volvimos. Y se viene. Volvimos. Q9. Pasen la voz, por favor, chicos. Dejen ese like, por favor. Compartan el stream por Discord. Compartan el stream, el link de YouTube. Compártanlo por todos sus grupos de WhatsApp. Que se viene Q9. Y va a jugar Curly. Va a jugar Dechen. Banquearon a China. Increíble. Este es el roster temible de Q9, ¿no? Los dos nuevos de AG jugando al mismo tiempo. Increíble. Increíble. Ya estamos listos. Bon día, Nelson. Llegó el papá de Lucasín. Vamos a ver qué sucede, cracks.
The Emperor at the moment, but he is going to match up with Shut who is the IGL for Stalwart Esports, a guy who missed his flight, but he's out here about to hopefully conquer for Stalwart Esports. And yeah, liking the odds here for these two teams. Just hope that it lives up to the hype. Stalwart Esports, just like as you mentioned, they have two new acquisitions. They're gonna deal with team chemistry here.
I mean, you did mention Uling and LAN is arguably one of the best there is as well. In fact, probably one of the, if not probably the best here so far. I mean, they did come off from the major win during the run for SPS, but moving over now here, Cali, Shut Up on LAN is arguably one of the best players there is as well. Remember the times where, you know, the squad of Shut Up, Incendio was in Almighty, and that time where they were able to appear on the first run for the world stage, and Shut Up was the only player that was really performing the way that he has been doing it back in their, on their own region on Garena. So, hey, props to, if ever, let's say, Shadab can lead a brand new squad of Stalwart Esports here, which is going to be pretty impressive because C1 and COD wasn't just acquired like months ago. And they only have less than a week to prepare for this, Scally. So it's going to be tough for Stalwart Esports, but we don't exactly know what they can offer directly.
I mean, I want to see how is the search and destroy looking like, and how is Control going to end up looking like as well, because there will be a clash of playstyle. C1 and Clove, they kind of play the same playstyle. They love to go for a backstab. So who's going to play which role is going to be the main question here. You already know for sure that AG, who is one of the best ARs out there in the world, is going to be out in the mix. So it is going to be good. But hey, let's have a quick listen in here for Stalwart Esports.
Playing for Stalwart Esports.
Okay.
Probably 3. I think I want to go against Vitality the most.
Extra. Because they are the number 1. Our goal in tournament is the highest position that we can do, and we will do our best with our 2 substitute players.
Let's have a good game and have fun.
Good luck to other teams, and don't let beat us with our 2 substitute. My interest is only playing game.
I think it's a nice city.
I want to see Phantom. Whoa. No.
¿Cómo? Bueno, lo de Star Wars sí está en inglés porque ellos ya saben.
我是来自 Q9 战队的欧林，我是秦9俱乐部的新安。我们 CODM 这个游戏国服上线一开始，我们就有成立分部，一直到现在一直都在有参加比赛。不记得。
Solo trata de ver cómo juegan los de China Doritos y vas y trata de imitar eso. Y luego trata de entender por qué lo hacen también.
Vitality， 因为我们在小组赛的阶段我们是输给他们。
最想交手的战队是查洛克，希望就是拿冠军。
最终的目标一定是冠军嘛，让大家知道原来这个游戏也是可以这么玩的就可以了。
一起赛出风采吧，
在赛场上就用枪说话就完事儿了。
Te dormiste, Renny.
喜欢研究
Te habías dormido,
植
¿no?
物或者宠物吧。
可能会看看电影啊，什么听听歌，觉得挺热的。
第2次来成都，印象很好啊。
Okay, man, I don't know if I'm gonna take Scared seriously on that pregame, man. He was asked what he's gotta say up against other teams. He said, Scared said, "Good luck. Don't let us beat you. We have 2 stand-ins in there." And one more. There was one more. He was asked, "What do you want to do in China?" He said, "I want to see a panda," and he laughed it all off. Oh man, what an amazing interview coming in for Scared, and I think it's refreshing. You know, some players are too serious with it. This guy was having fun.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, man. I mean,
¿Qué vas a comer, Renny? ¿Qué vas a comer?
like, it's crazy. I mean, Skur is arguably like one of the funniest guys I've met as well in real life, and I wasn't really expecting him to bring his personality in an interview, especially in the level of CDSI 2024. But that's the beauty of esports, you know. You really
Estoy
have to
pensando
enjoy
seriamente si vamos a llegar al de X-Rock contra Vitality.
There, avoid talking about the rest of the competition, and just express your personality, and that's exactly where they were headed to, especially for Skur. Now let's take a look at the intro here. We have the science and statistics as well, but unfortunately we don't really have C1 and COD in regards to their numbers. But for the rest, like Skur, Shut Up, Clove, I mean, they have been pretty promising here, Cali. Clove on 1.24 is a force to be reckoned with. Same goes for Skur with 1.11.
And obviously, this is a squad with 2 stand-ins, but these 2 stand-ins cannot be underestimated. But who are they gonna face along with? It's going to be Q9 with the Emperor Uling in the roster. And LAN Uling, we saw it on Mobile Masters 2024. He was talking smack, backing it up with his gameplay. And with a better, faster, and stronger roster this time around, they got what it takes to maybe push all the way to the grand finals. And it is Q9 themselves, the Kings of China, gonna look to try to put themselves in the best spot possible. Now we're live here once again at the AG Esports Center in Chengdu, China. We got 8 teams flown into the venue to compete and drive and to find out who's the masters of CDSI.
Estamos. Ya vamos a empezar. Se viene el dios Owling. Mi actual equipo favorito siempre ha sido Wolf. Desde hace 2 años.
The shut-off speaker's toll here is truly just going to be, you know,
de Garena Elevate, de Latam Galleries y de NA Luminosity.
I can't wait to see if ever they can actually have the runnings here so far. I mean, we are looking at C1 and I mean,
de India, pues ustedes ya saben que tengo una amistad con los muchachos de Godlike.
It's interesting, how are they going to play up against Q9 with 2 stand-ins here? But these 2 stand-ins
en Elevate igual con PJ. Hemos hablado varias veces por Twitter. De Luminosity ya saben, con todos los chicos también somos amigos, nos llevamos bien. Menos con Stu, no he hablado mucho con él, ni con Jess. De China solamente he hablado con Owling y con Gucci por privado.
Eastern Finals MVP, he's been quiet, he's been happy. See, he cannot handle everything, man. He's too shy with it.
We move over to the all
corre. Hoy van a jugar los 2 nuevos integrantes. Hoy juegan los 2 nuevos integrantes de AG, Dechen y Curly. Y Curly juegan hoy con Q9.
It's something to be possibly be brought up here in Stalwart Esports. We'll see. You got Curly, we got Mouchi, you got Uling, you got Zina. This squad is
actualmente Q9 me gusta mucho, pero no soy de los que pues se suben a un barco porque está jugando bien y luego se bajan porque hay otro equipo y se suben a otro porque ese otro equipo está jugando bien ahora, ¿no? Cuando apoyas a uno y punto, en las malas y en las buenas. Pero actualmente Q9 es un muy buen equipo, la verdad. Owling le da ese cariño, ¿no? Owling es la cara de Q9. Owling es la cara de Q9, es el capitán GL literalmente. Y pues bueno.
I don't think anybody has really beaten his record of scoring 240 kills on a search and destroy game.
En China es muy normal ser delgado, es de hecho bien visto.
There can be a winner, there can be a loser on a competition, and only one can reign supreme. And just like what Stalwart Esports Skirt said, to everything that they face in this competition, do not let us
correcto, Yeri, mi jugador favorito es Sai. De hecho tengo todo en mi configuración igual que él. Solo que yo no juego tanto como él. Cabrón juega 10 horas al día.
Pretty excited, at the same time scared for the side of Stalwart Esports, but hey, you know, hands down, you got one of the best coaches out there.
¿Quién le pelea más a Wolf? Q9.
The veteran of basically the founding father of like the competitive scene for Call of Duty Mobile in Garena, Cali. Back in the old days, Incendio, Wild Driller Horde, Heaven.
Ahí sí se cumple eso, mago. Ahí sí. En el caso de Call of Duty Mobile, Q9 sabe lo importante que es Owling, ¿no? Es probablemente uno de los jugadores mejor pagados del mundo.
Okay, all hearts, all love coming through to shut up. This team is on pace. Now we're taking a look at our map bans. If you are Q9 in Stalwart Esports, what maps do you want to ban? Are you going to play through your opponent's map bans, or do you want to ban out your weakness? For Q9, you're kind of expecting to ban Summit here. Oh, definitely a map ban for him. For Stalwart, he's got to ban out.
Y Broken, ¿dónde está? Por ahí, hermano, buscando gente en el mapa gigante de BR.
So they also ban out Kurohan and
Y volando en el aire.
Q9. You do want to ban Takeoff here. You lost up against this squad. Team
Stalwart
Vitality.
banea
Again,
Hagnear,
very playful. If you're
BID,
up there, and they're gonna-
Kurohana,
So it looks like Raid could be a
Q9
map
banea
pick here.
Hardpoint Summit,
But they already
banea
know
BID
Stalwart, they wanna
Takeoff,
play Raid. They wanna play Arsenal.
banea Control Seaside. Y yo creo que Stalwart va a venir Control Arsenal, ¿eh?
So let's see if they do wanna open that one
No
on this
creo
best
que
of five
quieran jugar
series.
Arsenal en lugar de Raid.
Different map, please.
A ver,
Now, is it gonna be Raid or Arsenal?
banearon Raid, van a jugar Arsenal. Ay, Dios mío.
Here, Cali, for control now. Corona, Metropolis, and Takeoff
Vamos a ver.
out in the picture.
Bueno,
Some of Hardpoint, Hackney Yard.
van a
Very,
jugarle
very stable
Arsenal a
map.
Q9,
So
¿eh?
I feel like we're gonna be getting a pretty good series here. Now it's just all gonna come down to, once again, the narrative will live on. Is C1 and Kato can fill into the shoes that AG and FDX
Un
left
par de
off for
veces,
Stalwart
creo.
Esports.
Now, if you all want to see more Call of Duty Mobile action and want to see all of the highlights per player, you already know there's a goat in the chat right now that is Zenit codm. Just gotta have to visit his YouTube channel. He's been creating contents for Garena for so long.
Yo creo que va a ser un 3-0. Stalwart no tiene dos jugadores. Así que bueno.
Watch for those highlights, and I watch it to go to all of the stats in here, man. But hey,
Hacienda.
we're gonna be hopping into our
Okay.
first game between Stalwart Esports and Q9. Hopping into Hacienda Hardpoint. It is going to be a map pick by Q9. It also happened to be a strong map for Stalwart Esports. Now we begin the fight at the upper bracket. Masters of Masters. Stalwart Esports. Do they have what it takes with those two stand-ins to defeat the high and mighty Emperor?
¿Crees que haya creadores de contenido con nivel para jugar profesional, competitivo profesional tier 1?
Let's get it on,
No,
Cali. Here
ninguno.
we go. Stalwart Esports put to a big trial up against Q9. Starting on the better side here for Q9, as they do have the top blue control here. Let's see if they're going to win the gunfight strong for to open off.
Upside control is what you want here to absolutely take so much B1 time. And Stalwart Clove, he has to step
Aquí
things up
empezaría
without
Saúl o
FDX
Asai.
playing inside of the objective. Someone needs to play through, and that's
Saúl.
looking like Clove as the substitute on it at the moment. They're looking at Q9 just trying to play towards positioning. You obviously know they're going to win the AR battle with Mount Chi and Uling on their side.
Buena, Jacobo, ¿te das el trabajo en una hora o qué? A ver, 3-0 de Q9 o no. Ya veremos, ahí está la encuesta en YouTube.
You don't really expect quite a lot of things to happen here, Cali.
But I'm surprised how Stalwart Esports is kind of holding up on the first 30 seconds. But now you kind of see it Uling and Mount Chi. We were just talking about it. They are going to be the most damaging.
Sí, es que la mayoría usa iPad también.
They've already done the damage, putting Stalwart Esports back at the spawns, but they're gonna claim this crap time. They're gonna take that lead on that B1, and here we go. B2, the first Monty Hill. Q9 early on rotation. Stalwart attacking on checkers.
Yeah, Rock spawns now here for Stalwart Esports, but Uling's gonna wrap around to try to flip the spawns, and with Uling extended up now, that is gonna be forcing Q9 and Stalwart Esports to push and get the spawns towards the well side, and a big all-force 3 on the feed for Q9 as they get the breakthrough, and the flip is on. Really good play here for Q9.
Obviously so, Uling with an early war machine. You can have that cycled up early with that overclock perk. That red perk definitely paved the way for them to at least hold the first 30 seconds in there. Starting to feel it out at the moment. Stalwart kind of falling down with their gunfights. Need a little bit more help here, as they cannot get anybody on trophy room. And the gunfight, you can clearly see Q9 just win majority of it. And Stalwart now losing the gunfight, meaning they're losing all control on this map.
Yeah, it's just so unfortunate that no one from Stalwart Esports did exactly what Q9 did, especially for Uling. Uling was able to wrap around towards the hallway, and that was enough pressure towards the spawn point on Rocks to push the rest of the players that got picked off from Stalwart Esports to spawn well. With that being said, Q9 was able to convert with a Money Hill.
SC1, he needs to step things up, man. We know for sure in free slot, he's been one hell of a guy. He's a stand-in here, really prepared for moments like this. You gotta earn it up and prove your worth. And they're gonna be playing inside of the objective. This is an AR-driven hardpoint, so Skurd as well as Mount Chi and Uling, they're gonna be inside of that point running loose, while Clove gets sent out to play the anchor position and the perimeter play of the towards the Wells. And wow, 7 eliminations there for Clove, and there we go. They're right back into the game.
Big ol' possible pinch from the side of D-Chan. He's going to whip out the Fury Fire as well from balcony. Curly inside of the hill with an equalizer. Pushing up towards the warehouse. Shut up. Denies him as well. Overextension granted for the side of Q9 as they want to zone out every parameter that this hardpoint has to offer as they claim the scrap time. They're going to be able to retain the lead, extending it down to right around 30 points.
You're still one hardpoint behind. If you're just going to contest this P3, just totally scrap it. You can play for exit kills, but you want to prepare for that P4 hardpoint.
Perdón, estaba concentrado en la partida. Estoy analizando el verdadero choque de niveles.
You're gonna get completely obliterated if you do not get them sorted out early. Gotta win the flush out battle. It's still tightly contested. Mauchi sliding through, and it's gonna get flushed down. Stalwart Esports finds the opening fix, but look at how quick Q9 reinforced inside of the hill. Now they're gonna be claiming the next 15 seconds.
I mean, this hardpoint should be a fair and equal game, but the problem that Stalwart Esports is having right now, they don't really have anyone to go for the lurk or the flank to flip the spawns, and that's exactly what AG was able to do when he was playing for the squad of Stalwart Esports. Clearly now it's just a hell show, granted, because of the spawn manipulation that Q9 is offering up against Stalwart Esports.
113 to 61 points. 30 seconds, which is kind of a claim here, a little bit better by Q9 to put themselves at least on a 60-point margin at the end of this P1 and the first set of hardcore rotation. And again, you're talking about the respawns and how AR-driven this map really is. Mauchi with 26 kills, Uling with 23, combining for a lot of kills, and that's just really stopping Stalwart Esports and getting amount of time inside of the hardpoints.
Yeah, I mean, it only came down to hardpoint number 1 where we got to see Stalwart Esports put up the influence enough to take the lead away from Q9, but right from then on P2, P3, P4, it didn't change at all, and it's looking to get bigger as time passed by. Q9 just zoning up every part of the hallways to ensure that Stalwart Esports barely gets any foothold inside of the hill.
And C1 and Kato definitely trying to get in there, but again, it is just the total map control that's just been the difference here for Q9, honestly, when you got guys like Mauchi, who's just walking center turret and has been looking
¿Vieron
like
ahí lo que hace? ¿Vieron lo que hace Mauchi o no? Con el mantener para apuntar. Todos los de China juegan así.
Relieve the pain by just playing through smokes and just winning through your SMGs, but nonetheless, they're gonna need to find an early rotation on one of these money hills, and that's exactly what Stalwart Esports has as they enter P2.
Can't really say that the gunfight's gonna be on par now as we get to see players like Uling alongside Mauchi is just haggling it down nearly closely onto the 60 bomb here combined together, currently on 58. With Stalwart Esports coming again, they do have Clove inside of the hill. Can he make the play? He only finds one off the claw, and now Uling is turning to go for an operator spree. Investment galore.
¿Qué es esa pregunta, Gabriel? ¿Cómo que hasta el momento no subió de RH? Hasta el momento hace un año, hermano, no se ve de RH.
A lot of eliminations coming through for Skurd here. 23 eliminations for him, and now the hardpoint has flipped, and you got yourself a bit of a pitch play. You just start out the guy on the checker side, Skurd. 2 go down, 4 go down, and here comes the Predator missile. You need these last 11 seconds to try to erase and chip away that lead Q9 has built up on the first set of hills.
If you're on the side of Stalwart Esports, you kind of want to take well
Esa fue muy buena descarga.
Now, balcony didn't really work out. They were struggling to get some control.
Yo creo que un poquito más del mapa y te confirmo si puede ser 3-0.
Brickside, and Q9 is going to be coming from balcony as well. If they can set up a good formation inside of the hill, they might be able to convert more points. But player 1 and player 5 from the side of Q9 hops in, but Skurd makes another huge play, finds a 3-3 to open up the hill.
Ados and D-Chan just gonna completely try to make the break through 10. Here comes the full wave. Shot up there with the equalizer. Oh boy! 4 in a row. Shot up now, completely flushes the hill, but here comes the wave coming through the top of the patio. Shot up now, needing for that weapon switch to get taken down. And it bought them some time to score some points, but Q9 completely overwhelmed with the high ground advantage. And now it's completely contesting this one easy. D-Chen responding back with 3 eliminations. Q9 with a total shutdown on this B3.
Still not a bad hill here for Stalwart Esports, but obviously Q9, with every scrap time that they get, it's steps closer for them to end off the game. Once again, P4, we got to see a pretty sloppy take from the set of Stalwart Esports on the first rotation. Can they make up for it? So far, Uling's going to be doubling it down, putting a lot of effort, but Skur meets him with a Sparrow. Gets the kill, but Dishan gets the trade. Back and forth, Purifier is out. Q9, they get the break.
Oh, wow. Right in time before the hardpoint pops in the wide open. D-Chen trying to earn it up for another EMP system. And yeah, the burner is just activated, fully flushing out Stalwart Esports, spawning
Sí, es que, ¿cómo podemos opinar de Stalwart si en realidad está con 2 jugadores menos? Está con Kato y con C1. Y de hecho, Kato tiene 16 kills. Y no está dando la talla, ¿no? Kato está reemplazando a FDX, que fue el jugador más importante para Stalwart. Y en su primera partida está siendo el peor jugador de Stalwart. Claramente no estamos viendo el 100%, no creo que estamos viendo un 50% de Stalwart. Va a ser un 3-0.
The game was already done from then on. 237 to 110. 30 more points to claim here for them. As this hardpoint number 1 opens up, 3 players inside of Q9 will be inside. Sun is going to be clear.
Mira, y eso que al inicio Q9 se tomó las cosas muy con calma, muy con calma. De hecho, Dechen demoró en meterse a la partida. El señor no le ha estado viendo tan bien en las últimas partidas que ha jugado. Pero por más que haya empezado un poco suave, el equipo de Q9 siempre ha tenido el control del mapa como ha querido. Entonces va a ser un 3-0, yo creo. Lamentablemente Stalwart no está con sus jugadores completos, ¿no? Purificador de agua, tenemos alcance. Por lo menos da esa sensación. Aunque yo creo que sí es cierto. Yo he probado ambos y el purificador de agua tiene algo. Debería ser la misma distancia. Yo creo que en programación en la misma distancia solo cambia el efecto. Pero con el purificador de agua como que va más recto y sabes a dónde estás dando, ¿no? El fuego como que se esparce y no sabes aquí bien dónde estás dando. Con el de agua creo que puedes tener más precisión. Y se supone que tiene más alcance, pero eso no debería de ser, ¿no?
Stalwart Esports Search and Destroy was pretty good already. I mean, without FDX and AG, it's not gonna be like the same old Stalwart Esports, but with the substitution that we have here for
el BID debería ser una masacre, dependiendo de cuán serio se lo tome Q9. Porque viendo que tiene un rival fácil con un rival que tiene 2 jugadores menos, la idea también sería que guarde un poquito de estrategia, ¿no? Para más adelante, yo creo.
It was Kato or C1 that was kind of like shaky in regards to his performance. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure for them, but at the same time, he did say Cali, and we all got to agree that you can't really pressure C1 and Kato.
Yo creo que Q9 sabe que está jugando contra un Stalwart con 2 jugadores menos y que debe tomarse las cosas con calma, ¿no? No es momento ahorita de impresionar a nadie. Ahorita no es momento de impresionar a nadie, mucho menos con un equipo que tiene 2 jugadores menos. Y creo que se lo está tomando con calma por eso. Siempre han tenido el control del hardpoint. En la mayor parte del mapa. No siempre, porque Stalwart también ha hecho su trabajo. Pero con 9 yo creo que va a meter un 3-0 sin problema. Debería.
SDE could enter inside the point. It was such a bad bidding. It was a bullying. It was a massacre. Any sort of, bad moments you kind of experience here for Stalwart Esports was experienced with the early rotation coming through for them, only to be broken by Sun or Dishan. Then once they are able to stabilize inside of the point, they set up Mauchi or Uling in unfair positions where they kind of look like they're a walking sentry turret. And just like that, it was definitely a huge win for Q9.
Definitely, man. And come again, there was only one hard point where Stalwart Esports was able to take a lead, and that was only 2 points off the start right from the get-go. But Hey, it is what it is. It does take a bit of time, especially, you know, even one player can make a difference, Cali. One player substituting for a team, you really have to resystemize your whole squad and all. And clearly, Kato and I think Kato specifically wasn't really feeling the groove there. It took a bit of time for him to put up his performance, but first out of C1, it's not too bad for him. So let's see if they can bring on a bit more impact for the Stalwart Esports as we move over to Search and Destroy later on. But for now, let's have a listen in.
井二两个，井二两个，井一掉完，还是必要 BryanT 挺过来，谁要必要跳板，必要连接，我来帮你，不要掉，我来踩，双拱，没事，你不用进了，二楼我们的二楼，掉，点里一个，双拱也有，双拱掉，点你低，我开弓了。
And we are back here in the desk. What an amazing win for the side of Q9. Now we're entering Search and Destroy, where we obviously know Q9 is relentless with the Search and Destroy assault, having one of the best snipers in the world at the moment.
De la nada, volvió también.
Has the highest kills in an S&D by
¿Qué
far
pasó ahí?
for the last 2 years. And you're talking about a guy that scored not 1, but 2, 4 kills.
Yo creo que me voy para la cama,
That's a lot of skills to have, and it ain't no fluke either. He did it
Me duele la espalda.
all. Now, looking into this matter,
No, Abel, ¿cómo que te vas a trabajar, hermano? Ah, igual lo vas a ver allá, no pasa nada entonces.
So it would look pretty good for them to have a standout on that
Yo lo
S&D,
que
but for
voy a
now,
hacer
we
es
take a look at our team
por la
results.
cámara, hermano,
And this
porque
by far
me voy a ir a
was the
acostar
largest margin on the kills that we have.
para verlo acostado
Yeah,
con
139
ustedes.
to 201, 78 to 56, and 1.45 KD overall for a set of Q9. And as we draw things back here towards the
Estadísticas.
line for every player out there, you kind of got to see Kato just struggling quite a lot. 41 deaths and 18 kills. C1 as well. I mean, Shut Up is on the same page. Skirt and Club that tried to make up for the losses that they were facing with the 3 players struggling on the gunfights. But clearly, when you look at the statistics here for the set of Q9, everyone was popping off. Everyone was doing their jobs respectively well. The gunfights, just immaculate.
It's us. And for Ashenda to be an AR-driven map, obviously Mauchi is gonna serve another MVP. This is not his 5th, but his 6th MVP in total for Q9 itself. And the Chancellor definitely has so much potential that he hasn't fully reached yet. And he's just continuing to hone that skill. He has looked to be the best player for this team consistently all throughout the hardpoint matches and the control games that they played by far in CDSI 2024. What more could he do as we play the knockout stage even better? Now with that hardpoint said and done, that gives Q9 the win on the first matchup. It is now currently 1-0 on this best of 5 series. Stalwart Esports, if they do want to tie it up, Search and Destroy is going to be their best case. It is going to be their map pick, so I hope they play to their strength. With all of these things added up, right? At least
Depende de tu tiempo, Vanessa, en realidad. Si te vas a dedicar a esto como competitivo, para ganar dinero y todo lo demás, pues todo lo que puedas, ¿no? El que más practica es el que más mejora. Ahora, siéndote bien sincero, hay algo que se llama talento. Hay gente que ni siquiera practica o no juega mucho todos los días o juega muy poco e igual tiene mucho más talento que mucha gente que juega todos los días. Ya sea por conocimientos, mecánicas del juego, tipos de HUD, sensibilidades, etc. Porque simplemente se le da mejor jugar, ¿no? Entonces, pero la práctica siempre, la práctica bien hecha, ¿no? Porque la gente piensa que ya juegas mal. Tú ya juegas mal, ponte. Y te pones a jugar ranks todos los días sin cambiar nada de tu HUD, de tus sensibilidades, sin aprender nada. Juegas y juegas y juegas y juegas y juegas. Nunca vas a mejorar nada. O vas a mejorar muy poco. Es como cuando la gente va al gimnasio, por ejemplo. Les voy a dar un ejemplo rápido. La gente va al gimnasio, entrenan un año sin coach, sin un plan de nutrición, sin un plan de entrenamiento, sin medidas, sin peso de lo que comes, sin saber qué comes, sin medir tus calorías. Entrenas un año
the sniper.
Vas a mejorar, vas a hacer algo mínimamente. Es muy diferente a que tú entrenes un año con un plan nutricional, con un plan de entrenamiento, midiendo tus músculos, viendo si crecen, qué crecen, armonizando tu cuerpo, contando tus calorías, tus proteínas, comiendo bien, etcétera. Ahí es otro tipo de práctica. Por eso la gente que es mala cree que jugando horas y horas y horas va a mejorar, pero eso no es el secreto. Tiene que ser horas verdaderamente de entrenamiento para tu mejorar.
Stalwart and Q9, good for Express S&D. We got Stalwart starting on the defensive side.
Better watch your padding on the trail tracks. You don't want to get hit by the train. And you don't want to get hit by the bullet of Wuling, and the timing is so surreal. Come again, it's a bit of an ISO play here for the side of Q9, but they are leaning towards the B bomb side. And in fact, they are already inside with the bomb in the hands of Curly and looking like they want to go for the early bomb plant.
Bomb has been planted. Curly now going to have that early pressure done for Q9. Stalwart's going to have to play the retake. Looking at Wuling, a very aggressive spot to be in. Does take down Clova, a bit more of a high ground presence for him. Cuts down the player on train tracks, and just like that, there's going to be some trades done. And this is what C1 is good at, playing the flank, lurking in, smelling these other's enemy spawns, and just like that, SCE mixes a 3v3 situation. Kato steps up, finds one mount, she's sliding in, and a quick flick for Kato! D-Chan, last guy standing, it's 12 seconds left. They gotta play the beta switch, but D-Chan says hello,
no way.
Hi, goodbye, two-piece, that should cut it, but C1 sticks in the defuse, almost a defuse, but D-Chan with the 1v3.
Oh, wow. My heart was out already for Stalwart Esports, but my days. Don't count D-Chen out. Respect his name. The early frag as well for Son finds Kato out. It's an early 4v5. Stalwart Esports wanting to get that early trade as well. Skirt's gonna be in it. But Son is gonna be holding the sniper, but it doesn't matter anymore. Son goes out. 4v4 we go.
Q9 is just gonna wrap around the A side. Only shut up will have full eyes.
Hey, ¿qué pasó? No vi, cuéntemelo escrito para yo graficarlo en mi mente.
Extra information for the rotation to happen for STE to play the retake. Gotta have to respect the guys lurking around the back of the enemy spawns. Where C1 at the moment is just gonna get taken down here by D-Chan. Now it's a 3v4.
Numbers all equal. Skirted finds Wuling gone. D-Chan still in it for a show with an R9. Thought he was able to get a double, but it was Clove that was able to get the kill. Now it's going to be a 1v2. Mounty, Curly, Clove goes down. Curly gets his first kill.
No, me fui al baño rapidísimo.
Once again.
A lot of quick routes there this time. It was more decisive there. A bit aggressive, especially with the shot there for DJ to take down C1 that completely stops that mid-map presence for Stalwart Esports to continue. All they just had to do was skip up the pressure, and just like that, they're able to make that round win work. Just sending out Wuling to be the distraction on the B side, then fully committing on an A side hit in the first 20 seconds.
Con 9 se hizo un 1 versus 3 ganando para Stalwart. Con 9 se hizo un 1 versus... ¿Cómo se hizo con 9?
Look at player 2 as well. Wuling wrapping around. Kato knows he's there, and he's gonna go down easily just like that. D-Chen holding the fort down inside of the train. Spots shut up. Players from the set of Stalwart Esports going one by one, hand in hand. C1 is there for the trade though. From the top side, it's not gonna matter anymore. Last player alive, Skirt goes down, and Q9, you go 3 in a row.
That was a hell of a confident play right there, and no one was really stopping the guy holding down the trains. There was 2 times where Stalwart Esports just got completely caught off, and they could not really play for trades. And Q9 doing the same thing all over again, but this time a bit of a 1-3-1 split. And there we go, all the way to the smoke. Mauchi lines it up, gets the double. And Stalwart Esports up to no good.
No importa quién lo hizo, sino que tú dijiste Q9 se hizo
1v5.
Un 1 versus 3 ganando para Stalwart. Pero ¿cómo ocurre se va a hacer un 1 versus 3 y gana Stalwart? Y al final era que dechen, o sea, ganándole a Stalwart se hizo.
The glimmer of
Ya,
hope
de hecho
of
se
the
hizo
game
1
team
versus 3.
merchants, not
Pero
really
fue un
alive here,
buen
Cali.
1 versus 3 o
It's
no?
just Q9 right now owning the spotlight.
Clove and the crew, I mean, now we're talking. There goes the shots, but Curly with his own nade takes down Clove. Kato gonna get read on by his son, and there we have it. Skirt is trying to play through trades. Oling with the double. What a flick, what a slide.
Follow shots. Uling, what are you on? It's not yet over though. Shut off now. 1v2 spots, Uling. I'm not sure if Uling heard that. They're gonna be heading straight for the rotation on that A bomb side. Shut up gets the call. He wants to go for the fight. Up front. Face to face. Knuckles up. Clench. Timing. Surreal. Mauchi out. Uling now up against Shut Up. Can Shut Up overpower the Emperor?
Oh, he sits it. Nice read there for Uling, and there we have it. 5-0. Are we seeing an LG special brought to you by Godlike? Could it be a 9-0? Let's come and find out as we enter round number 6. At this point, you're thinking, hey, it's time for us to just fully put our players on just the A side. Then we play for a B side hit. Because anywhere where Q9 has been hitting successfully was on the A side. And another first blood. Follows up for Q9 here. Son taking down Skurd. Early 4v5 in DC Hen. Now gonna be taking down one player before getting traded. Still gonna be nice trades coming through, but Q9 still has got the numbers.
Every step you take, every move you make, Q9 is 2 steps ahead. You really have to find the means to really get the proper read here, but it's going to be tough. Look at Uling just holding it down. He has been dominated already where C1 is at. C1, I'm so sorry for you, but you're out of the way. 6 rounds in a row from the side of Q9 and give them an old
Esto va a acabar muy rápido. Va a ser un 3-0, pero feo de Q9.
You saw how Curly was just spraying there. He knew that there was guy was there, was just waiting for him to pop his shoulder up, and there he had that kill.
No le puedo dar tanto mérito por lo que ya dije, ¿no? Es un Stalwart pues incompleto.
We haven't seen Stalwart get any round wins, especially on the defensive side. But that's really what's gonna happen up against your snipers. Son doing great job. Mauchi following it up.
Banen al pendejo del Numan, por favor.
Clove. This might just be the round where they could win it, but still, it is D10 with the double. Right where we think that Stalwart Esports is gonna win. D10 just turns it around, earns himself 10 kills, highest in the lobby.
He has the bomb. He goes for the spray down, but Uling is just quicker than the speed barrier here, Cali. I mean, come on now.
Nah, Q9 está en otra dimensión, hermano. Está en otra dimensión, Q9. No hay nada que hacer.
Destroy the objective.
Or are we gonna rename it to Q9? 9-0.
Q9, bro.
It's... I mean, Vitality was able to 9-0 AG as well. Never mind. I think they got AG'd. It's not LG, AG'd. Right? 9-0 by Vitality.
No way. It's not. This can't happen right now. D10 holding that angle down. Shut up.
Buenas, Zacarías. Llegas tarde, hermano.
They're looking to go for a barrage of a pusher on this B bomb set, but Shut Up finds Mauchi. That is going to be coming in huge. Early 4v5 is something that you'd like to see if you're on the side of Stalwart Esports, but Q9 is quick to respond back as well. They're going to be pushing up towards the B A side.
Y el más importante que es Vitality contra X-Rock, estimado Rogero Marín.
Just too slow. Another player to go for a refrag. Skurry gets the kill. Topside play. Clove gets the shot down as well to D10. Now 4v2. Can they claim the first round?
Oh, there we go. This is a high chance, but the Emperor. Oh man, the Emperor got his face punched.
Primera ronda de Stalwart.
Before we switch the sides. There we have it. It's going to be
X-Rock juega luego de este match. Cuando termine este match, entra X-Rock y Vitality.
This next round to follow up for Q9 as they should they get that battle, they're going to be at game point. And wow,
Sí, en realidad Q9 estaba jugando suave. Yo creo que saben que tienen la ventaja con este equipo y no hay mucho que mostrar.
And Uling wins their 1v1s, and just like that, Q9 at game point.
Oof. Game point, match point, name it whatever you want. It's just Q9 being all Q9, bullying out the players of Stalwart Esports. Stalwart on the flip side, they want to push towards an A site, and it's going to be the best choice here for them. Only player to Uling, but that is an understatement. That will be around at a bomb site. And they're just waiting for the push to come in. Once the bomb is planted, if ever, they go for the retake, they clean it up, and claim this last and final round to win game number 2.
Slowing things down here. I like it. Gotta have to respect every angle. You gotta check everything if you're Stalwart. But have to be very careful. You try to pick the strains. Oh, shots are already fired. Shut up. Barely made it out alive. This is very quiet. I mean, the A side is completely not wide open. You got a lot of ranged players coming from Q9 that can just really suffocate your offense once the bomb does get planted.
The bomb has been planted.
Here we go. 5v5 retake. How today, Stalwart Esports. Show us what you're made of. Can they sustain, or is this gonna be the end? Deacon from the flank. Cattle meets him. Sniper not connecting. And it's just gonna be Q9 here circling around the map. 1v1 gunfights has to be won over, but it's not Stalwart Esports. The trade is on. Deacon misses a shot. Time is dwindling down. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Oh boy, D-Chan finds one. Curly takes down C1. And Curly, the last guy standing. There's not enough time for him to win this matchup right here, but he's flurrying out kills. And there we go, Stalwart Esports getting another round win. And you like that take from them. They slowed things down. They didn't have to play aggressive.
Sí, varios son dormidos, queridos. Encima a mí se me cayó el stream. El primer stream se me cayó. Este es otro.
Once they're able to plant that bomb, quickly get out, enter the lockers, and just wait for the players to play for a retake, and it definitely paved way for them to win this matchup. But gonna have to play from here on out. Shut up. Gets the first blood for Stalwart Esports. Early 4v5. Planting the bomb on the B side. Very nice attack. Clear and concise. They have the numbers game.
Great here, just hold the angles down, play for the crossfire, avoid this 1v1 gunfight. C1 not gonna be able to get any of the trades whatsoever, but never mind. Skirt and Kato from behind, quickly responding. That's just gonna be Uling and D-Chan here to clutch it up now. 2v2 situation, closes out. Time is ticking. The pressure is on. Uling, 1v2. Can he tragically go for the clutch? Oh, doesn't see him.
All right, there we go.
Now
Kato's there.
Get the kill. Stalwart Esports, they survive.
No mames.
Yeah, I mean, they're more relaxed when it comes to playing the attack. I mean,
Stalwart esperó
it's kind of like
que
that when
una
you're
vez tenga
playing
una ronda de
Express.
ganar para que
Be more decisive.
empiecen a hacer rondas.
It's like a longer version of Meltdown. But hey, here we have it. Another shot falters in for Q9. Stalwart takes down the first blood. Curly gonna get eliminated early. 3 to 8, right? You're just kind of wide open. And what? Uling just went in straight at that mid map. And just like that, he's got full top control. But C1 gets the read, and that gives them the numbers advantage.
The balls are really for that one. Gonna move on though. 3 players left alone for the Q9. D-Chan gonna be leading the push, holding down the connector. Match to the inside. Doesn't get taken away. Last player alive. Sun, 1v3. Stalwart Esports. Are they gonna go for the contestant or just play for the time? Sun finds one. Can he find a 2? Yes, he can, but Shadab is there for the trade. Merely a disastrous round for Stalwart Esports, but fortunately Skirt was quick. They survive another round. Are we actually seeing this, Cali?
A lot of close calls, honestly, but they're making the right reads at the right time, and the info game is there. You saw it when Uling was able to extend out. It was quickly traded there by C1. First blood has been fairly consistent for Stalwart for like the past 3 rounds, and Scared was able to take down Curly on an onslaught, but Uling now takes the IGL. Shot up, falls down. It's a 4v4 situation. Seems like it's going to be planted here on the B side, but Mauchi on the ticketing just going ballistic. And yeah, now you're in a spot where you need to find a trade before you even plant that bomb. It can get overwhelming if you try to play for a post-plant defense.
That's going to be a good call for C1 to try to go for the flank, though, but he needs to move in quick. Every second passes. Q9 getting closer and closer towards the bomb site. They want to go for the pinch. Look at this. Not wasting time at all. Uling finds Clove. Kato running away for dear life. Bomb is dropped. Pressure is on. All going to come down to the stand-ins. Kato, C1, in the perfect opportunity to prove that they have search and destroy, but Kato gets overwhelmed by the players of Q9, and it's just going to be C1 all alone. 1v4. Very dim moment for the side of Stalwart Esports.
He has the bomb. That should be extra info. Q9 is not taking any chances. They're going to swarm like hornets, and they're going to make that long flank on the B side right through enemy spawns. E1 has got enough time to make a rotation on the A side, but your best bet is at the B side. You got a lot of nooks and crannies here, but now you're going to be jumped on by D-Chen, and he's got himself with the R9 and could not pull it off, but Q9.
Q9 the last time around, you know, in the early, I'm not so exactly so certain if they were able to go up against during the run for Masters, but regardless, it's still something that I feel like they totally expected, man, just by looking at the reactions of the players.
Yeah, they know for sure that there's a low chance of them winning it, and you kind of like that, right? They know for sure that they're trying their best, but even if they do try their best, it's all right because, you know, the situation that they had to do was just kind of unfortunate to not fill in their two key players in AZ and FTX, but they're doing great. Although they have taken a beating up against Q9, at least if they do get dropped down to the lower bracket, they still have that extra chance, right? They can still play the day 2 Warden, where it's going to be a best of 7, so more chance for them to polish things up and maybe earn a victory.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, it's still just not looking to be a great showing here for Stalwart Esports, but hey, you know, just plus reps for them to be able to put up a lot of efforts to even look for a sub for them to be able to play in this very tournament. And then it's still not over. I mean, we still have control left. If I was a hopeful man the same way I was 2 years ago, Cali, I'd still be rooting for the side of Stalwart Esports, but we just have to respect the ethics, the structure that Q9 has been able to build up so far in this run for CDSI 2024. And I mean, right from the start, man, I mean, they have been one of the most promising team, if not the most promising team in this competition so far.
It does. Q9, I mean, Mobile Masters 2024 champions, man. If they do take the win on the World Champs in a couple of weeks, that speaks a lot on what they have in line when it comes to playing LAN. But obviously, we have our listening, and Q9, this is their moment up against Stalwart Esports and Express.
A1 两个 A 中车2个，中车包点还有包点还有一个包点加油！天桥掉了，天还有一个天桥1D能抓吗？抓不了，我补不了。
狙掉了，可以来。
对，可以控包点，然后架咱家天桥就好了。
我在下，我们家天桥我在下。
咱天桥里面锁了一个，
我在看他出不来。OK， 听我说，这把做311，然后311天黑，懂我意思吧？311天黑，然后我继续中路，你们3个找机会往前顶，做前顶动作。
OK，
对，311。
你去补中是吧？
对，我补中。
OK， 我去帮他们。
Very commanding there for Emperor. You can see him lead his team. What kind of adjustments do they want to make, and where do they want to take that hit? And that's what you kind of expect for a guy of his caliber who has led his team to the international stage as a couple of months ago, back in the Mobile Masters 2024 Brazil. But the best case about this is that they want to win the CDSI 2024. They are in position. They win this series right here. They are
Ni idea, César, ¿eh? Yo creo que reemplazan a Pues nomás. Pero ni siquiera reemplazar porque ya tienen a Chagabú como suplente. Entonces Chagabú jugaría en lugar de Pues y ya. No hay tanta cosa que hacer ahí.
The kills are not entirely that far off comparing it to the scoreline that you have here. It's 9 wins and 4-0. 9 round wins to 4 round wins for Stalwart Esports. 57 to 41 kills. It's a plus 16 differential, in favor for Q9.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And at the same time, we can really praise Uling and all, but we really have to give credit as well to the coach and line for the squad. I mean, you have Shine coaching Q9, and clearly he has been with the organization since 2022. And yeah, I mean, the mastery that Q9 has been able to offer, especially in regards to like proper strategies and search and destroy hardpoint, well, it comes down to Shine as well. And it's just so fortunate that Uling and the rest of the players was just able to execute the whole projection. Now we take a look at the MVP for the game. Earlier it was Mauchi. Now it is going to be Uling himself as the MVP.
15 kills, man. You like to see it with a 1.58 rating. That is going to conclude our search and destroy. Now Q9 needs only one more map win to advance to the upper bracket finals, where they would meet whoever is the winner between X-Rock and Vitality, which will be decided later on right after this series right here. So with that finally sorted down, we're going to be hopping into Control and Q9. They arguably have one of the best spacing as well as spacing in playing a Control match. They have got everything. They have Sun, who is as ever as dominant with that sniper. You got Q9, Uling, and Mauchi that you can just station on head glitches and just completely fry and be unfair, as those center turrets has just been fully conditioned to get this team that victory.
3-0, gente, ¿no? Confirmado, yo creo que es 3-0.
MVPs already, and what's more is another 3-0 on the line that can be handed over by Q9 up against the opponents that they have faced since CDSI 2024. And although Q9 is pretty serious, you can see on the other side they look pretty happy. They're not completely faced with the situation that they are in. And I'm talking about Stalwart Esports, shot up there, blinking his eyes. Q9 definitely taking control. But for Stalwart Esports, just want to make sure they get the best out of the map that they're playing at the moment and earn this team the victory.
Yeah, truly, man. I mean, setting our expectations here, just setting the tone here for Control. Come again. We are looking at Q9 here, already winning 2 games in the series. They are at series point. If they can claim Control, and that's going to be it, Stalwart Esports' journey cut, at least on the upper bracket. Because if they do take the L here, they still have the lower brackets to go, and they have to either go up against Elevate or Wolves. We'll just see later on the finalization for the bracket.
Okay, Q9 looking pretty good. While Stalwart Esports back at death's door, and we see them at least end up winning one map before they get overly slayed. But as much as possible, right? We're gonna have to bring back what Skirt said prior to this matchup right here. Those teams that are facing us do not lose against us because we have 2 stand-ins. That's what he said in a joking manner. And all jokes aside, they do want to place higher than what they are expected to be.
Un año para que empiece. Ahí está.
About to start. Q9, Stalwart Esports, map number 3, ready to go. We're hopping into Arsenal, where it's the snipers that will hold down the B lane, while the ARs gonna completely put all of the damage on that mid map. Can we see Stalwart Esports earn a round win or a map win up against the favored team on this matchup in Q9? Let's come and find out as we enter the 3rd map on this best of 5, Arsenal Control.
Series point granted here for Q9, Stalwart Esports. Let's see what you have in line here for Control. As we start things off here on the defensive side, first side of Q9, they're going to be stacking heavily here on this A control point, while player 4 will get sent out.
Artilleries,
but he's not able to get anything at all.
A very aggressive attack that you're seeing Stalwart Esports use on the 3rd lane. They want to give Clove a spawn trap movement and just kind of give Q9 a little bit busy on the defense by sending out those 2 players right there. And once Clove gets that hit, you can see him just kind of extend through Robotic Center, and yeah, he's gonna get stunned. Nice quick information for Q9, but can they win the gunfight up against Clove, who's got the R9 in his hands? Seems like that's not going to be the case. It is going to be a clear out. You kind of see that the A side is completely wide open for them to capture.
Not too bad of a start here for Stalwart Esports. In fact, they got this A control point pretty much locked down, but D-Chen is gonna be on the bench with an MG42, but he gets caught off.
Sigo acá.
Simultaneously,
O sea, por si me duermo, digo.
Bravo, but it's gonna get denied. The big clearance here will come through from the set of Stalwart Esports. If I was Q9, just let go of A, play for Bravo instead.
Yeah, 51 seconds left here. I mean, you got time. You also got the A side completely locked in, so you can go for a double slam here. Go to A, capture it, go B instantaneously. And that's what they got in line. Skirt is going to be able to extend out. That's going to be securing double perimeter kills, but look at where Q9 is taking this hit. Right through White Room, and Skirt going to have to win this gunfight. Oh boy, 5 kills before getting taken down. That's a great moment there, but at least you still got the live count advantage for Stalwart Esports. You can still try for another wave as you got 1 minute and 34 seconds to play around the map.
17 here, 1 tick of progress on Bravo. Q9 going to be extending pretty heavily down deep on the gardens here to ensure that the map control does get taken away from the set of Stalwart Esports. Well, player 4 and player 5 shut up and clove. They're trying to work for a spawn trap here, Callie.
There we have it. It is going to be 15 to 16 on the live count. Scourge just gotta have to bring out that Predator missile just to see where these players are at. And looking at the positioning, you got Shut Up playing the enemy spawns. And look at all the players just turning their heads. Shut Up is buying some time for Stalwart to gain up some grounds. But that quick attack for Uling completely resets everything.
Still not gonna be the most improbable round here for both ends. Problem is that Stalwart Esports not really able to get any.
Si Stalwart gana el control, uno es una mentira.
At some point, they really have to play objectively to get the now. They're going to be steps closer there, but the lack of smoke is granting Sun a lot of opportunities from afar. Sniper, Sun holding it down, spots the Kato, go away. Another wave of gunfights got one over, but it's at Q9.
Dale,
Stabilization is the key to go for Q9, honestly. The way that they're utilizing this bench right here, it is absolutely unfair, knowing that they got a lot of AR stacked on it. And Stalwart Esports, they got only 4 seconds left. They just gotta go, but Olin with the triple. And the clock runs out. It's over now. Q9 takes the round number 1.
Not looking to change at all. Pretty dominated. I mean, really good start for the set of Stalwart Esports to be able to get the capture on the A control point. But the rest, they didn't really have any answers. If only they played much more together, maybe till then it could have been different. But it doesn't matter anymore. We move over to the next round, which Stalwart Esports going to be on the defense this time around. It's going to be a 2-1 split here for Q9, though.
It does. And you kind of see that they are trying to earn up at least a counter to what Stalwart Esports did on that first round, where they kind of sent 2 players on the 3rd lane as well. And that's it, all right? I mean, you did a great job on the defense, but here, you just kind of lost out on the first 5-kill metric. And it's Stalwart now gaining grounds way towards the enemy spawns. Q9 trying to break free from it, but the operator for Kato looking pretty strong. Keep fighting. With that alert in his hands, he's been able to find 2 kills so far, make that 3. Now they're going to be abusing the enemy spawns at the moment with 2 of their players just kind of holding down the top and the bottom lane. Q9, this is not looking good. They are caught into a blender.
16 to 26. Time is dwindled down as well. 25 more seconds to go, and it's just a show here owned by the side of Stalwart Esports so far in this very round. T1 has to make the play, but gets overwhelmed. The time is the fact that they got to hold on to it. They can win another wave of gunfight, and that can secure them the win. Q9 hopping inside, Chloe with an equalizer, doesn't really spot anyone. And now it's going to be ooling inside of the hill here with an annihilator as well, well ready for investment.
But it's only a 4v4 situation at the moment. You just kind of have Mounchy just kind of stuck at spawns. Had to break free from the enemy spawn trap, but you are doing pretty well, holding grounds at the B sides. D-Chen just kind of holding it at the moment, waiting for the attacks to follow through, and the R9 just hits 2 players, and the bait and switch coming through now for Curly. With an equalizer in his hands, they can turn around the live count to favor their way. As he fully hides through, here comes the next people that he's about to slash through. But again, he gets cut down, but it turns out Mouchy ends up with a favorable wave, and he's gonna give himself 4 straight eliminations, and Q9 now has the life advantage.
Time extension granted, life advantage as well. Annihilator is out, same goes for the Sparrow and the Claw. It's just them putting the nail onto the coffin, burying Stalwart Esports 6 feet under. 5 lives remaining to 5v5, a +4 on the spawns for the set of Q9. They got that A control point locked down. Stood up, going to try to go for the flank, but it doesn't really matter. 2 players left alone. Third, Cado. Cado finds a triple collateral.
Oh, man.
But it's not going to be put to use. And Q9, they go 2 rounds in a row.
That was kind of bad place. Piled off for Stalwart Esports. It was going good. It was a sandwich method. They had the spawn trap. They were winning through time. They were about to win through time expiration, and then they kind of let go of the B site. They were kind of putting someone on the spawns of the enemy, which did not fade out huge, and that allowed the capture for Q9 to be successful. And they immediately turned it into a round win, coming back from the depths of hell. Q9 now up by 2 rounds. Stalwart back at the attack. And look at the extension. For shot up on the 3rd lane. I mean, this is really a profile that everybody needs to watch out for. Once Stalwart Esports played his Arsenal map, they're pretty active on it, but it does not really capitalize so much on extending to enemy spawns. They just kind of pull in a lot of attacks, maybe draw some attention on it, but truly something that they could not convert on.
Just play this one off the objective, off the dome. And it's going to be enough for them to just take this one through. Stalwart Esports, once again, same looks that they were able to put up on the first round on attacking, where they are able to get some progress here on the A control point. And I feel like Q9 is learning that it's just much more better if they just move over to the next hill instead. Clearly, this A control point is not going to be contested at all. We are going to be able to get the time extension, but they got to worry about getting the capture solidified on Bravo.
There we go. That's a minute added to the clock now for Stalwart Esports. I mean, they've done a pretty great job at capturing the A site, but when they were starting on the attack side of the first round, the problem was that they could not get themselves an opportunity to hit B. Why? Because there was always some guy holding down the top side of the map. The benches, this area where Curly is holding, they could not really get anybody to shut that guy down in the cafeteria. So you're sending out that extra player in close to play the enemy spawn trap, so you're kind of banking on it to maybe stabilize your map position on the map, but you gotta find some kill to activate that spawn trap.
17-15. Stalwart Esports going to be on the trail. And it's going to be a spawn trap here by the side of Clove. I mean, looking for another opportunity here. Spawns are going to get delayed. Forcing for the set of Mouchi. He can't really get out of it. But player 1 and player 3 is going to be responding back, putting up the cavalry. Reinforcement is on, but is it going to be the right investment for them to go back, or is he just going to be granting another run for spawn trapping here for the set of Clove? Equalizer is out, but he gets overwhelmed. Numbers still down here for Stalwart Esports, so the Uling was able to hold on to the fort while the rest of his teammates was dealing with the spawn trap.
That was the win moment there for Stalwart Esports, but Uling just flushed them out, so you're kind of banking on Cado to make a play here with the Annihilator. Good for 2 eliminations thus far. This is your best chance of winning a round at the moment, but Uling on the flank coming through. The freight train is in, and it's good for 2. Q9 still in a 4v3. It's an S&D, and he swings wide open, and it takes down C1 just like that. Skirt, he's gonna get red on by the Emperor.
For the next round.
3-0, game point for Q9. 1 round, 1 map in advancing to the upper bracket final.
One more round that separates them from it. Moving over to this round, we got 2 operators well ready for investment for the side of Q9, a Predator and a Hunter-Killer drone as well for the side of Uling. Stalwart Esports empty-handed. We're gonna go for a 1-1 split here. Cado finds the first blood, looking to get some more, and now Uling has that final kill to get the EMP away. Oh, no. The Predator flies through, he gets some information, but he can't find any opportunities, not until Shadab peeks out in the open. But the progress here on the control point is coming up pretty fast for Cali.
That first 5-kill metric favors Q9. That brings Stalwart Esports back at the left side of the map. Number 5 in Curly, he is overextended. He's got an operator to play around with, but he does get taken down. But he buys enough time with his B-side capture to be successful for Q9. That grants them that extra minute in the clock. Now they can push up maybe through enemy spawns or right through the reception to earn their way to a flank attack that traps these 3 players on that laboratories. That might just be the end of our Stalwart Esports, and that might just be a quick capture should they get the right read.
Look at the operators. First set of Q9, 4 operators. Well ready. It's all gonna come down to the timing here. Pop that EMP, gonna go for that investment as well. 1 player from the back tries to wrap around, but he gets denied. Player 4, nearly getting the contestment as well, but he is also denied. And it's just going to be a 4-1 split here so far. Stalwart Esports doing whatever they can do to hold this A control point down. And from the last 2 waves, they haven't been doing too bad, Cal.
Hey, man. Kato. Oh, okay. I mean, scared. It's a nice wave of fights that you were able to win. Now you're looking pretty strong. Q9 just attacking one by one, and this is where you just kind of dominate. But now the operators are going to be sent through by Sun. Spiral is enough for the crowd control that you need in this close-range combat. The attack that we are seeing. Q9 is trying to pull up. Curly, oh no, this is not looking good. The anti-life machine is there, but shut up. Tries to cut down. All these operators are not looking really good outside of this operator that DJ just brings up. This war machine, this clears out the A lane. And there we have it. Stalwart Esports. This stack right here, not looking good. The Chancellor Mauchi with the claw in his hands. Oh! Claw with the slide. The chat just there to break it wide open. Stalwart still alive from this matchup. Trying to extend another round. And not get swept here in this Arsenal map.
7-10. C1's war machine draining. And he gets taken down. Curly finds the kill. They have map control here on the top side. Crossfire, set it up now, but it's out of Stalwart Esports. Player 2, Kato holding the window down. Same goes for set of Skirt. Cloak from the back, trying to make the play. He gets denied. 6-8 we go. No more respawns anymore for set of Q9. And Stalwart Esports breaking loose. Looking like they want to claim their first round of control. And it's just all going to come down to Mauchi here to try to clutch it up. 1v5 plus 1 on the live count. C1's holding that angle down. Stalwart Esports finally took them a bit of time, but they finally scored their first round here in this map.
What a time to be alive here if you're C1. You had only 9 kills to start round 4. You find yourself 17 kills at the end of that, which gives you 8 kills. That was the needed onslaught that was lacking for Stalwart Esports, why they could not secure that earlier round where they choked the life lead as well as the time lead. Now we're switching it up once again. They're on the attack. And that's going to be a quick capture. That's a 2-stack on the A side. Q9 looking at their position, our intent to go for a very, very, very good flank. While also securing the spawn trap here for Uling.
22-27, Uling does have his Annihilator. If he does get more map control, maybe that could get invested. And looking like he does go for it. Deflect to the face of Clove gets connected. Same goes for the side of C1. Uling single-handedly might just be able to disrupt the plays of Stalwart Esports, but Clove does get his vengeance. But the progress is on for A control point. Same goes for the side of B, but they do get washed away. And a big wave that Q9 is able to put up is going to be putting Stalwart into a very shaky situation.
And this is the problem for Stalwart. They could not break free from the B lane, knowing that it's either Sun or Curly that has just been the Alpha and the Omega. They do get the contact on Sun, and they want to get this A side hit successful, but Curly's just there waiting for the trades to happen. 22-16 on the live count at the moment, and so far, a great shutdown to finally stabilize on that mid-map. Stalwart just needs to find a solid wave right here, which shut up getting that attack on the fence. That should open things up for them. They're running out of time. They gotta do something to stop that clock from running out. And they do take the A site. That's a 2-stack. A site should be completely good to go for them. And that's an extra minute to the clock. Should they get this one, man, we might just see momentum just kind of spiral out of control for Q9.
18-11 here. This might be the dreams crushed here for Stalwart Esports, especially on the series. Come again now. Q9 is extending.
Oh, no.
Getting some map control. Son need to go for the spawn trap off this Tundra. The spawn trap gets denied here for Stalwart Esports and Cal. This is it. 14-7 we go. No more chances. This is the last and final push that Stalwart Esports has to prosper from. And Curly's going to be holding this one down. Same goes for the set of shut up, though. They got a triple. And this might just be it. No more lives. C1, War Machine, last glimmer of hope. Gonna go for the capture here on Bravo. Cavalry, pinches, might just come in. Front side locked down. Hallway under control by the side of D-Chen with his War Machine. Lives are gone. C1 goes down. Third, Clove, all alone. Make it Clove now. The Indonesian. Can it push through? Pharaoh connects, and Q9 did put Stalwart Esports to the lower brackets.
That's just nice performance coming through for Q9, just what you expect it to be. But you're looking at Stalwart Esports in that last round where they captured that A side. I was thinking, hey, if they get this B side captured quick right after getting the A flag, they could have won it, man. If they could just two-stack instead of pushing through, they would have had a chance to end it as much as earlier, and they don't have to rely on those late games. But soft happens. Q9 wins the matchup. All smiles, all good. It's not yet over for Stalwart Esports. They do get taken down, but they're going to be set back at the lower bracket where they fight for their life from there on forward. Q9 with this victory will be advancing to the upper bracket final, where they are one step ahead to advancing to the grand finals and perhaps secure their first CDSI grand finals appearance.
Dogs are howling, wolves are howling. It was a very good show there from the side of Stalwart Esports and Q9.
And yeah, okay, Warden. Oh, it's a quick one-liner right there. So that leaves us to just one more game, but we're gonna have to talk about what happened on this control. There were multiple moments where Stalwart Esports, you would think, had the win, Warden. There were 2 times. They could have won 3 rounds here. Could have been a round number 7, but those tiny mistakes happens when you have a 2 stand-ins, right? You're not going to have that full team chemistry as you did back at the group stage where you had AG and FDX, but still they did a great try in just trying to dismantle Q9, who is arguably one of the best teams in the world right now, and they are a front runner in advancing to the grand finals.
I mean, yeah, for sure, Callie. I mean, fortunately for the Stalwart, once again, they were pretty much off on top of the dome here for the group stage, granting them 2 lives here for the knockout. So, hey, it's still not yet over for C1 and Cado and the rest of the crew of Stalwart Esports to try to make something up at the lower brackets. And fortunately, they only have 1 match today, so they have plenty of time now to work on what kind of gameplay that they can put up for tomorrow's run.
Now we take a look at our highlights on this matchup. So many moments where Stalwart Esports, you would think, will be able to run over with a flag capture, but many times they're either taken down by the sniper in Sun or Uling statured on the B lane with that Odin in his hands. And what's more important here to note was that once Stalwart Esports was able to take that A flag, they could not really get enough resources to take over the cafeteria. There's always the secret in there, as well as the benches that was just abused by Q9 to obviously favor themselves with the live count lead time and time again on this Arsenal, but mistakes like that do happen, and Arsenal is definitely not one of the best maps that you can have this newly formed roster that you got up against a Q9 squad where they have everything in terms of the long-range engagements in their favor. Now, with this game up and done, you know, you gotta have to really emphasize whoever's going to be advancing with the final game later, because that's gonna dictate who's really gonna be advancing to the grand finals over the weekend.
I mean, it's kind of like hard to gauge as well what's like the perfect map here for Stalwart Esports, as this is a completely different squad. Once again, you really can't compare statistics that was accumulated with AG and FDX, as it's gonna be C1 and Cado, and clearly there was some signs where Search and Destroy could have went to their hands, but I think they kind of got demoralized, especially since they got 1v3'd by D-Chin on the first round. It could have been the first round for them, and that might just switch the story up for the game to, you know, narrative merchants, but it didn't happen. But fortunately, they still have another chance to go. Now, Callie, what's up next is something that I know for a fact you're pretty much excited for. It's X-Rock and Vitality. We're not even done yet for our scenes, but I want to hear your thoughts about this next matchup.
It's a match that I'd rather just sit back and watch than cast it, because you already know I'm not supposed to cast today. I just had to sub in and, you know, do all of this stuff. But X-Rock and Vitality, this is a clash of titans. You obviously know X-Rock has just been on a golden road. They have won every championship in CDM so far. They're also the CDSI 2023 defending champions. So there's a lot of expectations for them to really beat the hell out of Vitality. But before we even talk about that, let's take a look at the team results. What happened on this control? It was 4-1 on our scoreline. Q9 with a great amount of lead in terms of the damage, the kills, as well as the assists.
I mean, it's just not gonna be too far apart in regards to like how I would expect it to be. Same goes like how it went down for Hardpoint, but still a pretty dominating show regardless. Was only D-Chen on the negative KD, but his rating is gonna be up there as well. For the side of Stalwart Esports, it was C1 that was pretty much struggling as well. So hey, it is what it is. Come again, still a pretty good game that we were granted nonetheless. So yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of excited as well who's going to be the MVP for this one, and I think it's going to be Curly. I mean, he does have that 1.51, or just could be Uling overall. I mean, he does have the 1.68. Yeah. Completely overlooked Uling. He's going to be able to get his 4th MVP here. The Emperor is on. And my days, this guy, arguably the nicest, but the most intimidating player there is in a competition for Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah, like a true Emperor. If this was the... It was a China style. It is a China dynasty. This guy would have been one of the top ranking officials, probably the emperor of a kingdom back in the days. But you know what? This dragon erupting very well, enough for them to defeat Stalwart Esports in a 3-0 manner. A 1.47 rating there for Uling. And as much as you can say, it's really expected for Q9 to dominate Stalwart Esports, right? And for the standings for Stalwart Esports, you cannot really give a lot of hate to them, man. They tried their best to try to fit into the puzzle. Kato and C1 down there fighting themselves at the very bottom. 9th and 10th place on the lobby. But it's completely not far over for Stalwart Esports. They do get the loss up against Q9, but they still have a chance to play at a lower bracket.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, can't wait to see later on what's going to be the officiality for the brackets. Is it going to be Elevate that they got to go up against with, or is it going to be Wolves? Regardless, we both know that if it's Wolves or Elevate, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be a tough battle to fight for. And that's totally expected with every series that granted us here. Everything is going to be pretty much heated up, Cali. So let's see. But for the time being, Stalwart Esports is already gone and dusted, at least on the upper bracket finals. The series is done. We're going to move on to the marquee matchup between Vitality and X-Rock after the short break. So we'll be right back, guys.
Conquer. 癖になる戦い。Call of Duty Mobile.
Gathered from all around Malaysia. This is CODM. Over 70 players showed up to immerse themselves in a day jam-packed with activities. Exclusive merchandises and prizes were given out to players throughout the day, and players also had the opportunity to interact with the arena team. Of course, we had to give everyone a chance to show off their 6 skills and battle it out for some COD points too. The energy was truly explosive, and we hope you, the COD community, enjoyed your time at COD.
Treachery, betrayal is disgraceful. But to blindly follow, that's a recipe for true evil.
Drops from the sky, mission live or die. Watch a bullet flying by, go and play your life. Enemies are running left, right, press fight. I'm gonna show you how it's in, you better sit tight. One down, 3 coming back at ya. Thinking that we're done, but I'm tougher than an armor. Dealing some damage, we hit it. Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, you know that I can win it. We're stealing the show, you're down on the floor. Came in for actions, still wanted some more. Destined for war, all versus law. When we begin, it gets thrilling. We're gonna win it now, win it now. Watch us and we show you how. Arms around, getting loud, not too late to turn around. Running, running, gunning, gunning. Ready? 'Cause we want it all. No fear in our eyes. We will win it all. Glory is the prize. We are in the zone. Bullets to the bone. We want it all. Legacy and zone. We are in the zone. Now you're gonna have to get through me. Be one with all my shit, it ain't easy. An arm ain't nowhere to hide. You're under my gun. When I drown you down in flames, all that you can do is run. My dogs out looking for you town to town. I know where you are, you can take my crown. About to be owned, use your bones for my throne. Landed back attack, got your track, boy you act. When stealing the show, you're down on the floor. Came in for action, so what is some more? Destined for war, all versus 4. When we begin, it gets thrilling. We're gonna win it now, win it now. Watch us and we'll show you how. Runs around, getting loud, not too late to turn around. Running, running, gunning, gunning. Ready? 'Cause we want it all. No fear in our eyes. We will win it all. Glory is the prize. We are in the zone. Bullets to the bone. We want it all. Legacy and zone. We are in the zone.
still of the night, gazing up at the sky. When the stars began to fade, dimming lanterns in our eyes, thought there was nothing to find. I stopped searching for a reason, just let the world embrace us. In the silence we are one. Can't escape from this feeling inside you. Release from heartache, you'll be fine. When the cracks start to let you
Gathered from all around the lake. This is The energy was truly explosive, and we hope you, the COD communities, enjoyed your time at Joe.
Well, it's the last and final match here for the first day of the knockouts in CDSI 2024. We are the casters. My name is Warden, alongside with me is Cali Gaming, and my days, Vitality and X-Rock here in Cali. I mean, we've set our expectations already. These two teams are one of the most iconic teams out there. I mean, you take a look at Vitality, a massive revamp for this year's run on the World Champs with Cyclonic, Marvel, Solo in it for a show, and you got obviously X-Rock, which, come on, I mean, a lot of people have been empowering this team to be the #1 squad all across the world, but they haven't really made their appearance on the World Stage not just yet, not until now. So, hey, we'll see how this one's going to go. But, Callie, how do you feel about this?
I feel pretty good knowing that we're going to be seeing a clash of titans here. The #1 team in India versus the #1 team in China. Both have been pretty successful on their region thus far. So it's a clash of playstyle, and here we have Vitality and the roster. Viper, Marvel, Tectonic, Solo, and Sams. This is going to be the killing blow, and a big shout out to Viper. It's his birthday today. So
happy birthday.
If it's your birthday, you gotta play great, just like Kobe.
Callie?
So, yeah.
Where can I get myself some Vitality jackets?
You can give me your money and I'm gonna run away with it.
Okay, well, that's pretty nice to know. But hey, I mean, the jacket's looking pretty cool here. I mean, Solo, Tech, Marvel, Viper, Samus, Viper. I'm just so happy to see Viper here play. Happy birthday to you once again. But up against a squad of X-Rock, which is going to be Sunuo, Rusi, Nono, Ma, and Chu1M. I'm just half-hearted about this. I'm loving the roster. I love the talents for the set of Vitality, but I really have the most respect for X-Rock because this team right here has been able to shock a lot of the people around the world.
I mean, it starts with no. This guy can erupt anytime and just turn the tides around for X-Rock. You saw him multiple times drop 8 to 10 kills, but here's our player stats and who are the players that have been performing very well. Surprisingly for Vitality, Tectonic, he has 9 MVPs for the team. From the Wild-in stage all the way to the group stage where they'll place #1 on the team. But they got what it takes to take down X-Rock will be the very main question as we have them going in for a specific clash in this matchup right here. It is going to be a great game to have and great game to watch. It's really going to be a grand final sort of a gameplay that we'll be seeing for these two squads.
Yeah, most definitely. And come again, these two teams are at the upper brackets. Same goes on how it went down with Stalwart Esports and Q9, where if ever any of the teams here loses on the upper bracket, obviously they still have another chance at the lower bracket. So it's still not going to be the most high-staking game there is. But obviously, as much as possible, you'd want to lean towards reaching the upper bracket finals and winning the upper bracket finals, as the grand finals is going to be a best of 7. And when it's a best of 7, Callie, it's a well-given fact that you will have the map advantage in the grand finals. So that's something that every team here should try to long for. And I know for a damn sure Vitality and X-Rock is going to be playing their hearts out here for the series.
For sure, especially for X-Rock, man. They're the defending CDSI champions. They won it last year up against Wolves, and they did it in a very great way, right? Right when you think that they were about to really slam everything through, they just kind of disband. But here we have our interview, and we're starting with Vitality.
I play for Team Vitality. Offline, playing other teams, 0. This is our first one with this roster. I want to meet X-Rock and No-No. Definitely X-Rock, and I'm glad that we got them first. Obviously, my goal is to win. I'm a competitor. I'm definitely going to be happy with any result and any experience that I'm able to gain during the event, though. My goal isn't really exactly to win. Winning would be, you know, awesome. I'll trash talk on the stage. Trash talk? Good luck. I like reading. I don't know. I don't really do much other than gaming, to be honest. I like to play chess. Beautiful. I love the place so far. Food's great. Chengdu is beautiful. Like, I saw from once we've been here, it's like gorgeous. Like, there's a lot of mountains. Wow, that's an actual rabbit head. Yeah. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought it would be worse. Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
大家好，我们是 S-Rock 战队，我是 S-Rock 战队的队长诺诺。大家好，我是 S-Rock 的若曦，在队伍里担任步枪手。战队目前获得过国内3个大师赛的联赛冠军，以及2023年夏季邀请赛冠军。线下的比赛的话，应该是参加了很多次，我有点记不清了。但是夏季邀请赛的话，这是第2次。 其实最想交手的话，还是来自国外的战队嘛，因为跟国内队平常都打太多了。我觉得我没有什么特别想交手的战队，我要拿冠军，我要把他们全部打爆。我们的目标一直都是冠军，希望的话肯定是尽尽全力去往冠军去冲刺的。想在世锦赛前再磨砺一下自己，顺便拿一下这个比赛的冠军。我比你们任何人的长枪都强。I will kick your ass。 会更多平时听听歌、看看电影啥的。放假的话，也就是陪陪对象。感觉这里就住得很舒服，然后吃的也很好吃，一些口味的话也非常符合我自己。
And there you have it, the interview. X-Rock, they are intent on defending the CDSI 2023 champions that they managed to win up against Wolves. They said it cleared, and they said up against Vitality, they'll kick the ass, right? So that is going to be the trash talk for X-Rock. On the flip side, Solo just said, good luck. I don't think that's a trash talk, Warden.
I don't know why, but this is so random, but I want to play Tectonic on chess. I want to 1v1 Tectonic on chess, Callie. So if you can make that work out, maybe.
Okay,
maybe,
sure.
You know. All right.
Just slide me money under.
All right. I got you, bro.
Okay. I mean, thank you. I got it.
I'm loving the fact that they're truly appreciating as well the culture there in China. And I mean, I've been to China like 3 times already, and I know I can totally understand why they're enjoying it so far. I mean, PJ even said earlier it's better than the Philippines where he comes from. So, I mean, the CDM region, the Chinese production overall is truly one of the best experiences that you can really gather, especially if you're on Call of Duty, if you are a Call of Duty mobile competitor. So it's just so nice that we're seeing a lot more diversity into the culture in CDSI, Cali. I mean, we've been on CDSI ever since the start of this, man. And it's really nice that the competition is just evolving over time.
It does. And there's more strategies, there's more coaches, there's a lot more concepts and systems that have been invented all throughout the year. We saw it for Igor, for Zim, for San Lee before, for Miku, for Wolves, and obviously for the coach of X-Rock right here. His team, honestly, is the most successful this year. Every matchup, they have always managed to win in the CDM region. They just missed out on playing in Mobile Masters 2024 because the qualifiers for China was played in 2023. And they had nobody playing for DYG outside of Sunuo there. But hey, We're gonna take a look at the player ratings here for Team Vitality. They look pretty good on the Wild-In stage. At the group stage, they kind of fell a bit, losing up to SPG, but when they played Viper on the roster, things just kind of changed for the better. And with him playing here, and it is his birthday, there's a lot of morale value that has got to play for the side of Team Vitality. But they're going up against the best of the best, the Masters of CDSI 2023 Summer Invitational, and this is X-Rock.
I mean, you take a look at the rating here, Callie, it's just all going to be on a positive rate. No one from the side of X-Rock really has been slowed down at all. You look at Mal with 1.21, you transition to another player, 1.17 for the set of No-No, and this guy surely is one of the most crucial players here for the set of X-Rock. But in fact, everyone just knows exactly what to do to sum things up and win off the series. As we go back to the venue here, it's the last and final matchup, Callie. It's Vitality and X-Rock. Kind of interested to see what are the maps going to be looking like.
And once again, we are live at the AG Esports Center in Chengdu, China, and you're looking at the birthday boy himself, looking good, like a true warrior. That is going to be Viper, labeled by JD, one of our friends in the caster desk and the talents for Call of Duty Mobile Summer Invitational. He's labeled as the Legend Killer, and when he played, he showed them who's the boss. But you're looking at Marvel as well. Player coming from EU, formerly played, known for being part of Kings as well as Stamina back in 2022 to 2023. So yeah, it's got a lot of value when it comes to playing S&D. That's where he puts all of the mix.
I mean, you put in Animus, you put in Stamina, you put in LG, Tribe, Seminoles.
Yeah.
For the side of Tectonic. I mean, every player here that we have for the roster for Vitality is just pretty promising as well. And you know, you move over to Solo, which is right beside Tectonic as well. You bring in the experience that he has. He has played for the Rejects on the run for SBS. Same goes for Tribe Gaming and LG, alongside Undream as well. I mean, the history is just stacked here for the roster that was acquired from the West by Vitality.
You could say that this roster might just be the oldest team and average, and if you try to account for their age, right? So there's a lot of experience here. Marvel, you already know him, highly decorated and two-time regional champions in 2 regions. And look at the flag for X-Rock. They got the flag wave. That's gonna add them plus 20% on the damage and the focus rate as they enter this game, talking like it's a game of RPG. Here we have it. X-Rock, Meng Chuan Chuan is chewing on something. Probably bubblegum.
I mean, if that's what it's gonna take for them to win, then why the hell not, man? And then you obviously move over as well to Ma here, which this guy, if granted an opportunity to be one of the clutchiest players, he can absolutely perform as well. And we move over to the one and only No-No with the gesture of No-No.
No-No. This is a guy I want to meet once I head into the World Champs this year. Pretty tall guy, pretty passionate within the game. And also this scrawny guy right here, it may not look like it, but it's a demon. When he plays the Call of Duty Mobile Rushi, it is going to be a valuable resource for them to dismantle the likes of Tectonic as well as Marvel in this roster. And obviously for Sunuo, the outdoor sniper, once we play that Search and Destroy. It's going to be a crazy matchup here. The snipers, the duos that you're going to have once you enter the S&D. It's a matchup between Marvel and Viper going up against Ma and Sunuo. But it starts on the hardpoint map, right? That's our map number 1. But I feel like these players are all ready. And I want some game number 5s, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, every series here so far has just been stapled towards game 4s and game 3s. We haven't seen the long distance game 5 notches yet. I want to see it happen, and I feel like it's the most probable case here for Vitality and X-Rock. Now we move over to the map vetoes here, Callie. Vitality, what's gonna be the first ban looking like? On a hard point, you do take away Apocalypse, which is a safe choice up against a CDM team, and for X-Rock, they're responding. I feel like it's gonna be a Shenda.
Standoff.
Standoff.
Be a standoff. Oh,
it's a Shenda.
Okay. Okay, they take off too. Vitality should get the Tunisia ban here. You don't want Ma just running in your face with that sniper. don't want to give Marvel and Viper an uncomfortable time once we played at S&D. But might be Express. Oh, okay. They take down the Tunisia map. They also ban raids. So we're looking at either Arsenal or Seaside, depending on the ban that Extract will drop here. So here it is. Oh, it's the Seaside.
I mean, I know for a fact Viper's going to be happy with this map. I'm not so certain about the rest, though. I mean, take a look at the players of Tectonic and Marvel. I feel like they're much more oriented towards long-range maps, but at the same time, you don't want to hands down to give it up now to the minds of the squads here. But at the same time, I kind of want to bring up a topic here, Gally, which it's going to be Xrock's first time going up against a team that has Western influence coming from Tectonic, Marvel, and Solo. So I'm pretty excited to see how can Xrock respond back with this, because for the longest time, we've only been able to see the roster of Xrock go up against the East.
It does. And now it's time for some predictions before we start our first game. Let us know in the comment section whether it be a 3-0, a 3-1, or a 3-2, as we are about to start our final game at the upper bracket. It's Vitality and Xrock, the Clash of Titans. The best team from India faces up against the best team in China, and we enter the realm of hardpoint standoff. The operators looking good for everybody. It's a mirror matchup. Who's gonna bring out the best out of everybody? We're just about to come through. Let's get this game started. The match we've all been waiting for. Hardpoint standoff between two gods. Let's get this game on.
Here we go. Early clashes about to happen here on this mid map. And the first blood is going to go to the side of Solo. Enforcer's on, but the rest will go to the hands of Xrock. They got a full clearance here. 4 players down from the side of Vitality.
Early starting on, getting that mid-map presence right there. Sam's response back with the 2 eliminations, and now they're going to be able to stabilize with Viper holding down that mid-map. Xrock still has got that upper ground as they do spawn on P2, but Vitality for the moment looking to try to contest this P1, keep it scrappy and not let it get in the mix for Xrock to turn into a money kill.
Gonna be 8-14 here so far. Momentary lead here for a set of Xrock, and they are about to extend this one furthermore as well. So they have been able to sustain a lot of these waves. Look at the gun skills from the set of Xrock, and you got to talk about Ma dropping 5 already, anchoring for the squad.
It does, and also for Nono, man. Again, consistent output coming in for them here on this P1, and they've turned it into at least 30 seconds. That's a huge chunk of time that you're able to get, and they're just playing the objective very well. Now it's time for New. Looking into it, Rushi playing for exit kills has got the high ground, and they should be able to get that angle on the Solo, but Solo does find the kill with that Odin in his hands. The hardpoint is about to pop wide open, and here comes the contest coming through from the farms. It's gonna go mild. Xrock was starting off strong on his first 2 hills.
It's a triple Odin setup and 2 Fenix here for the set of Xrock. We do have 2 BP50s and only 1 Odin for the set of Vitality. I mean, you want to play on your comfort zone, but at the same time, you know, the BP50 is not really going to be enough to win off the gunfights, especially on the long ranges, you know, scenarios. But fortunately for the set of Vitality, I mean, they do get the contestant inside of the hill, and they do have the spawns granted for them. Xrock left to go for the contestant 1 by 1, and they trample down 1 by 1 as well.
Yeah, you can't do that here. I mean, it's a team-based game. You gotta play for trades. Vitality so far turning this one into a money hill of their own. Nice perimeter gameplays there, just wall bagging, crippling every player Xrock sees, and No just trying to hit it on all fronts. Just want to get this high angle on towards the upstairs, but gonna get taken down. Vitality gonna get the bounce back that they are gonna get and what they need. It's 61-40. Now we enter P3. Xrock with the early rotation.
Most interestingly as well, I mean, Solo is going to be on that R9, and it's not doing too shabby, but it's going to be tough when you have a full Odin and Fennec composition here. He has to hit every of his shots. Now, Hartman opens up, Xrock to get that early rotation, but it's looking like it's not going to translate to any influence other than Rusi inside of the hill. He does spray down towards the hallway. Viper's just delaying. I mean, this is such a good strat.
Yeah, just waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Rushi, I mean, you love to see him play like that, but Tectonic already earned an EMP system, so there was somewhere or another, we saw him just kind of fully lit this flares up, and it starts with that war machine earlier, but here comes Xrock with their annihilator right through the mid-map, and Vitality able to get the P3 so far, but again, it is going to be the next wave of fights that you're going to have to worry about if you are Vitality. Now, Rushi about to pop this attack, but is going to get traded down there. And Sunuo going to be inside the staircase there for the contest, but the wall bang for Marvel going to be successful. Vitality will take a 30-point lead as we enter P4.
One big problem that X-Rock is facing right now is that once Vitality solidifies himself inside of the hill, the eagerness for them to get the break for X-Rock is just biting them down. They're not playing as a team. They're not as coordinated as people would expect them to be in this very series. And clearly, it's just going to be Vitality transversing and overpowering X-Rock coming from the last 3 hills.
94-50 is the scoreline. And the only time we saw a hard point held by X-Rock was that B1. It was a scrappy fight on the start, but then they just made their way, score 30 kills. But Vitality, man, looking pretty good at the moment. X-Rock still trying to wake up from a deep slumber. And I know it is definitely the Western playset that you were talking about that they are still not kind of really able to adapt into so far. But knowing X-Rock and the whole CDM region, they adapt pretty fast. So this game, you would think that Vitality has a great lead. It might just be erased by X-Rock in a couple of moments.
A moment or so, but you still have to hands down give it up now for Vitality as they have a pretty strong lead up against X-Rock. As we go back to hardpoint number 1, if they can continue with the chain here off towards P1, then I might just have to talk out X-Rock here. I mean, come again, they have fundamentals mistakes, and that's something that you really can't change aside from to have that mental reset once again. Just stop rushing, stop being too eager, and just play off the way that you all played it out on towards P1. And clearly, they do have that opener now, but Vitality is circling around the hard point. They want to go for the breakthrough.
And this is the best part for X-Rock here. You can work your way back in just one great hill on this P1 where you score a money hill. Right, Rushi, he's one hell of a kid. You can see him 14 kills, no with 17 on the clock. Tectonic absolutely tried to straight it apart inside of the hill, but X-Rock looking pretty good on their setup. The mid-map presence is there, and Vitality is falling down like flies. High ground advantage for Nono, and he gets the punish, and now X-Rock is back inside the game.
Back inside of the game, but still a lead that they got to catch out with. X-Rock still haggling this point down. Player 4, Marvel inside, just contesting, but he does go down. Nono finds the kill. 5's free for him. Does have the equalizer as well that could come out huge. But take a look at Tectonic. He still has the TNT that he was able to build up earlier. He's looking for the perfect time. If ever they lose the hill, that investment might just be able to make the play.
Yeah, Vitality, they turned this P2 into a money hill earlier. X-Rock should do everything in their favor to make sure that it stops and not let this game spiral out of control. Roshi gonna attack through this window, no trophy system, and he's gonna get taken down. And the Tectonic slam plus the Viper Stama Dama. 154 to 102 is the scoreline. X-Rock looking flat on the first 20 seconds. Gunfight fainted in blue, but here comes the next wave. X-Rock now trying to push, but Solo with the attack. 4 eliminations with the R9. Tectonic inside the hill can't be contained. Vitality, you gotta fear the hive.
Pretty good spawn control here for Vitality. Now it's Solo's turn here to take the spotlight. Equalizer is out. Finds one. Can he find a double? No, he can't. It's going to be Marvel taking the spotlight away. It's only going to be until now that X-Rock will be able to get the contestant up instead of the hill. And then the process, Vitality already locked and loaded for the next hard point.
Can't be too confident now. X-Rock, their P3 is one of the best. They can break it anytime they want to. So you have to throw every angle to just stop the first wave and win the rotational fights. Viper is playing inside of the hill. And oh boy, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. X-Rock, they know how to play it in. They got Nono with the equalizer inside. The shutdown is there, and this next 50 seconds should go along their way. They're right back inside the game.
Triple operators invested. Equalizer, Annihilator, Purifier is out. 40 seconds left for the hard point to contain. And looking like Vitality does get slowed down here, but they want to go for the mid-surge. 3-man, 4-man push perhaps. Player 4 wrapping around. Marvel trying to get the spawn for Tractor. X-Rock still solidified inside of the hill. Trades after trades they go, and they sustain to clear off the wave. Spawns well given here for the side of Vitality, but if they want to get the contestment, if they want to get the impact, they got to move in quick, but it's easier said than done. Nono is out of his mind, going for a 2-3, and they get a full 60 up inside of the hill.
And this is what we're talking about. X-Rock, they're a slow starter, but once they play and adapt, they're going to fully run it over. Now you're looking at only a single-digit lead by the time this hardpoint ends. Vitality needs to step things up if they do want to make this comeback win, or if they do want to make this win work for their side, because now X-Rock, now fully awakened. Marvel gonna bring out the operator. He's only got 14 kills. Tectonic with another EMP system. 32 kills to his name. Just trying to stop the first wave of attack from X-Rock, and they do take the shutdown with Marvel popping off with the Annihilator 2 elimination, and an EMP system will be dropped in, and X-Rock now will be able to make the break inside of the hill with a 2-man attack on the side. With the help of this War Machine, they're gonna make the break happen successfully.
Bonds is out. Boxes given for Vitality. No just have this overview here. Just gonna be able to go for a spray down and finds one. Information's right there. The pinch is on, but it does get denied. Sam's gonna try to wrap around, but the War Machine beats him right to it. And it's now gonna be X-Rock. They're on the verge of taking the lead. Just 6 more points away. They're walking into the crosshair. They're walking into the fire that X-Rock ignited. And it's going to be enough time for them to take the lead right back. Vitality now here on the trail.
Back-to-back kills for X-Rock where it's a full 60. And look at the snowball effect that it did. Now they have operators. They got their cycle operators. They got their score streak just fully locked in. It's 197 to 201. We're entering back P1 where we already know X-Rock look pretty solid on it. Vitality just trying to make their way inside the hill. They're getting slammed, and here comes the equalizer. Not looking good. He needs to be shot down, but no. Denies everybody on the lane. An EMP system activated, and X-Rock showing who's the boss.
Thirds comes in now here for the side of X-Rock. 250 to 197 here. Clearly, summing up now, X-Rock still not going to be letting go of anything.
Este juego me ha quitado el sueño, loco. Está increíble.
X-Rock just holding this one down, just playing off the crossfire so perfectly.
That's going to be a huge Predator missile to earn up information to make the plays for now, able to get themselves locked in. And this next 50 seconds, they need to win it through and not allow X-Rock to get any contest to happen. If not, it's over. It might be an X-Rock win, but for now, it's Vitality with the win. And here we go with this
38.
Yeah, we're just going to continue all of this fights up right here. X-Rock managed to find the break. Vitality now in complete shambles. X-Rock with the comeback. P1, P2 looking strong. Nations with the R9, Tectonic inside the hill can't be contained. Vitality, you gotta fear the hive.
Pretty good spawn control here for Vitality. Now it's Stalwart's turn here to take.
They can break it anytime they want. Now you're looking at only a 6.
Boxes given.
Vitality just trying to make their way inside the hill. They're getting slammed, and here comes the equalizer. Not looking good. He needs to be shot down, but no.
Voy a poner de nuevo, voy a ponerlo de nuevo. Se cerró el OBS de la nada.
Showing who's the boss.
Thirds comes in now here for the side of X-Rock. 250 to 197 here. Clearly, summing up now, X-Rock still not going to be letting go of anything at all. 3-man push here towards the L-wall side. X-Rock just holding this one down, just playing off the crossfire so perfectly.
That's going to be a huge Predator missile to earn up information. No, again, he's been unstoppable. 43 eliminations, the highest killed in the lobby. Q9, yeah, he sustains that gunfight, and X-Rock only needs 20 more points to win this match. And they are within reach. They can end it on this P2. And we'll be approaching right up next. Vitality, after going up more than 50 points, have lost their lead and are in complete shambles. X-Rock now about to completely bust this attack wide open, but Solo combines for 3 eliminations, and Vitality, they're going to be able to make the plays for now, able to get themselves locked in. And this next 50 seconds, they need to win it through and not allow X-Rock to get any contest to happen. If not, it's over. It might be an X-Rock win, but for now, it's Vitality with the win. And here we go with this
38.
Yeah, we're just going to continue all of this fights up right here. X-Rock managed to find the break. Vitality now in complete shambles. X-Rock with the comeback. P1, P2 looking strong. And game 1. It's X-Rock with the W.
That was a crazy run there. Coming in.
Qué fuerte, hermano, qué fuerte. Yo creo que Marvel Marvel es el único jugador con 4 dedos en esta partida. Creo que se quedó ya muy atrás. A este nivel ya tanta movilidad, tanta reacción, tanto frenetismo, tanta gunfight a cada rato. Los chicos están a otro nivel. Jugó muy bien Vitality, pero X-Rock supo remontar.
The way that they were anticipating where the spawns is and the high ground that they were taking, their listenings.
A 包还有 A 包还有，坦克俩，
吕亚罗死了，吕亚罗死了，
吕亚个死了吗？
死了，吕罗死了。
看正面
，A 包活，A 包活掉了。
A 包2个没掉的 ，A 包清点。
看花房，看花房。大强在穿我兄弟，雕像，看雕像。
And we're back. Look pretty good there for them, man. And that's going to be concluding our matchup for now. We're looking into the statistics and see what went wrong for the side of Team Vitality and what kind of plays were made. Enough for a squad like X-Rock to bounce back after falling asleep like on the
3-0 muy obvio, dicen. No sé, el Hardpoint estuvo bastante peleado, la verdad, al inicio. Ya luego, yo creo que X-Rock fue un Hardpoint que se adaptó a Vitality. Al inicio no estaban entendiendo bien qué sucedía. Conforme iba avanzando el Hardpoint, se adaptaron, empezaron a entender qué tienen que hacer para ganarle a Vitality. Ojo, cabe recalcar que este es el mapa que eligió Vitality. Es uno de sus mejores mapas. De hecho, es su mejor mapa, que en la fase de grupos le ha ganado casi todos. Bueno, ganó siempre Hardpoint Standoff y lo eligió contra X-Rock. Ahora se viene el mapa en BID que lo va a elegir X-Rock, así que se va a venir interesante, la verdad. Pero Vitality jugó bien, chicos, la verdad. Tampoco es que X-Rock ganó tan fácil como para decir 3-0. Puede que ganen 3-0 X-Rock, pero la verdad que ese Hardpoint estuvo muy peleado. En cualquier momento yo pensé que Vitality iba a ganar. Me quitó el sueño, literalmente.
Look amazing all over the map. And the team never fails to win with him contributing.
Igual hay que tener en cuenta que es la elección de mapa, ¿ok? Este es el mejor mapa de Vitality y es un mapa que casi nunca juegan en China también.
25 and 35 for the side Q9. It wasn't really the best of showing here for him, but the impact is still something worth mentioning here, and it was truly No that was able to get a lot of those kill time inside of the hill. So props to them in this one. Tectonic, we got to see him drop like 2 EMPs instead of the game, but it didn't really matter at most. X-Rock only had 1. But now we take a look at the MVP here, Gal. It is going to be X-Rock No with 45 kills and 4 MVPs in line for him.
And 4 MVPs is abysmal, man. You would think that he's going to have more than that. But that is going to cut off our first game of the day. For X-Rock and Vitality, it is going to be a best of 5, so there is still 2 more maps to win for X-Rock, while 3 maps needs to be won by Vitality. And if you are going to be any team outside of CDM, you're going to have to fear the search and destroy by the Chinese region, because they get so many quality reps on it. They have amazing snipers, and the biggest difference is that the Chinese region, they play 9 rounds of S&D, comparing it to the normal 7 rounds. So that 2 rounds that they play for every tournament on every screen piles up over time. And it definitely is impacting the win rate here. Now you're looking at the MVP on that last game. That's X-Rock, the No, denying every person he sees. That equalizer was crazy. So let's see how are they going to be pairing up well up against Team Vitality. Will be playing the Search and Destroy right up next.
Now the question is, what are the maps going to be looking like? I mean, we did see Correo and Metropolis banned already. Same goes for the set of takeoff, if I'm not mistaken, Cali. So we are left with firing range. We're left with Express. So I don't know, but I feel like challenging CDM teams in firing range is not really the way to go. But at the same time, every map there is, you can truly speculate that type of narrative with every map that is granted in the map hole for the competitive scene, Cali. So it's going to be tough, but we'll see. Once again, we don't exactly know what are the tricks up in the sleeves of Vitality and X-Rock. It's just for us to find out.
Yeah, and now we're looking into this S&D. I don't know what kind of maps we're going to be playing, but Tunisia as well. What was that? My takeoff was banned. So you're looking into Express. You also have Metropolis in there. So what's the map like if you are the map picker for map number 2. Seems like firing range will be that map, looking strong on it. That is going to be a delight map to watch, knowing that Marvel is gonna have to go up against SMA. The sniper battle is going to make this thing amazing. Let's get this game started. Map 2 with X-Truck with 1 map lead. We are going back into the caster test. We're gonna hold it on for a while. We're gonna edge you up here a bit, and we'll be right back in the caster test as soon as possible. We will be seeing X-Truck again with a dominant win. And how would you say did that map number 1 pan out, Warden?
I mean, it was kind of like the possible lack of improvisation from set of Vitality. I mean, the first set of strategies for every hard point was pretty spot on. Unlike P1 where it was kind of messy and all, but that's pretty much granted. The way that they were able to approach P2, P3, and P4 was pretty nice, and they were able to hold on to key factors on the spawns. But they did it once again. X-Rock improvised. They had the priority to go for the farm side instead for P2. Same goes as well, wrapping out towards mid on P3 and just getting farm side overall on P4. So that the lack of improvisation from the set of Vitality might just be the key factor in why they got bitten down. And at the same time, that investments. There was a lot more resources that we were able to see from the set of Vitality, especially from Tectonic's EMP, but there wasn't really a lot of impact that came from it. Maybe the timing wasn't really the best thing there is, but fortunately there is going to be a minor break for them on the respawns. But yeah, I mean, that's my answer there, Cal.
Yeah, so now we're waiting for this game to start. For the moment, we take a look at the player's camera, and Nono is definitely gonna have all the spotlight. That guy right there in front of your screen just single-handedly dominated countless of waves through enemy spawns. But here we go, we are ready. We are back for more action. Firing range S&D. It's a double-edged sword if you're trying to play it up against a Chinese team, right? So with X-Truck picking that map, you have no choice but to just play it if you are Team Vitality. So gonna have to be prepared with it. The sniper needs to make sure that they're gonna be locked in because SMA can punish everybody he sees.
And we're gonna be starting off the round here with a 1-4 split, while X-Rock is gonna go for a default play here. So it's just all gonna come down to the pickoffs on the first set of possible clashes here. All eyes on Ma from the set of X-Rock, rocking the only scope alongside with Sinuo actually. Marvel and Viper is going to be in it for the scopes as well. So we do have a double sniper setup for both ends.
X-Rock just kind of waiting for a pick here to happen. They have Rushi holding that bomb in his hands. And you're kind of really seeing Vitality just respect the angle that X-Rock is taking here. What? Shots being fired, angle that we don't know is an angle until we see it.
Solar just duck.
Pop your head up.
Want your head splattered on the ground. Maj is holding this angle down. I mean, discipline is on. We got 3 trophies as well on that A bomb site. So whenever there is going to be a barrage of utils flying over through the skies, they're going to be prepared for it. Now a bit of an extension there for Tech though. He does get punished. Oh no. Finds the first blood on the round.
It's all down to Viper here. It's looking like a B-side push. Viper's gonna extend out. codm hears it, sprays down. Viper hears the information. He's gonna have to run away. And he does escape, but whoa, no. Wall bang in, and now the B-side is completely wide open. It's a 3v4 situation. It's only one angle that Vitality will be taken. This is not looking good. The spray down for Nono and codm is good for 2. Marvel's the last guy setting on a 1v4. And it's gonna be heard, and no! Oh, pistol! Switcheroo!
El nivel de calidad de esa ronda fue increíble. Posicionamiento, tradeo, trabajo en equipo, cómo se mueven, sincronización, etc.
However, they really have to diversify the way that they approach the gunfights against X-Rock, because if not, the gun skills that X-Rock is able to do, but not the nade skills though. What was that nade? It doesn't matter. Move all the way to the round, but a bit more of an aggressive approach here for the set of Vitality, Cali.
And they want to keep this guys within their reach, right? They want to change this up a little bit. Out of a very passive approach, you want to take the initiative, but it's kind of a very aggressive, and you're getting sprayed down. So that's information for X-Rock. Rushi just kind of pulling so much attack. Tectonic is going to get spotted once again, and if you have your players just kind of falling down like that, it's super hard for you to really win. Is it Wayshin? Oh, wow. Rushi with the spray down almost takes down Marvel right there. But there we have the opening made. Solo finds a kill into Sunuo, but the A site should be the bomb, where the bomb will be planted.
We got the bomb.
Players just drop down one by one here for a set of Vitality. Now it's just going to be Marvel and Viper. Marvel can't even get a shot off up against Rusi. And now it's just going to be Viper, the birthday boy, all alone. 1v4. Bomb's going to get planted. It's going to be tough. Time gets dwindled down to 40 seconds, but it is up against Viper's will here. He needs to move in. You don't want to count him off. One of the best players there is for Vitality. Rusi's out of the side, can't even get a shot off.
Nah. Este nivel está increíble.
And looking into the replays that we got here, looking pretty good, honestly, for Nono. Especially at round number 1, he was the playmaker and always will be the Alpha and the Omega on X-Rock. Their attack side has looked pretty consistent. Vitality, you know, they just are kind of pretty impatient on the last round. They were playing aggressive. They got punished for it. And that's the thing with X-Rock. They love their Tunisia and their firing range. So you gotta have to respect the way they hold it down, whether it be an attack or a defense.
Still gonna be a 5v5. Come again, it's just all going down to the initiation here coming from the set of X-Rock. Smoke's gonna get deployed towards the mid-map. It's gonna be a double smoke actually. So they're gonna be able to get a lot of mid coverage here, but the steel house is not gonna be contested by anyone, and Tech is gonna be able to get one kill from it. And finally, looking some signs of hope here for Vitality to score their first round as Ma and Sunuo is gonna be the only players all alone here for X-Rock.
But it's still hard, knowing that the snipers are deadly accurate with their attack. And Sunuo just completely run over Solo just like that. Information just gonna be heard here for Tech. Ma's gonna get taken down. Sunuo on a 1v3. If there's anything we've learned on the group stage, Vitality is infamous for choking 3-player leads, but not with that way. With Marvel getting that elimination, there we have it, their first round win.
It's just really all about the gamble on whether or which way X-Rock is going to go. Play this one cautiously. You don't want to ego chow any of the players from the set of X-Rock if you are on Vitality. And I truly believe that this might just be might turn into one of the longest search and destroys here if ever they retain this type of pacing. And my nade, what a nade from Solo, finds Sunuo out. It's gonna be a 4v5 now.
That's the one extra sniper to go down, and another one is going to be right here on this B lane. That is Tectonic, kind of folding that B side all on his own. Very dangerous to have him around a tight corner right there. If X-Rock does not check that angle, that might just be a problem if they ever do make that push on the B side. But for now, keeping themselves stuck within the wood house sanctuary. Just waste the clock and wait for an overextension to happen.
Oh, what a shot from Marvel. Finds Nono as well. First 2 blood. Picked up by the side of Vitality. Rusi, Ma, Chuan. Still going to be more than enough as they try to go for a searcher on this B bomb side. Only Tectonic is holding it down with an Odin. They peek out. They go for the challenge. Tech is just hiding, waiting. And the timing is right. He goes for the spray, but the trade comes in. Still going to be a 2v4 though. Round still on for the side of Vitality.
Numbers game wise, it's looking pretty good, but as soon as this bomb plant happens, really hard to really get an angle on where X-Rock will likely try to take this, but they still got Ma alive, still asleep, looking to find his first kill on this search and destroy. Viper just gets the read on him, and that's going to be a quick round win for Vitality. And there we have it. The game is now tied up and equal.
Es la primera vez que veo a X-Rock midiendo cada paso que dan.
Search and destroy. This might just be the
Es el X-Rock que conocemos de playoff CDM chino, dando su 100%. Y Vitality no está jugando nada mal.
Vitality just hold their horses down and not play too over aggressively. Same goes for the set of X-Rock as they aim for another ISO play. But Rusi's getting a lot of information, and Chu1M, Sunuo makes the most out of it. 2 players wrapping around towards the jungle. Tech finds 2. Rusi, Chu1 down. It's a 3v3.
That's a great trade for both hands, honestly. X-Rock playing a counter by wall banging the Woodwood Hood House, while X-Rock, you know, they got countered by Vitality by using the jungle to emphasize and equalize the numbers. All 3 lanes are covered by Vitality, but it's a 1v3 on this A side. Viper needs to do something. If he ever wants to keep the hopes up alive for Vitality to win another round, maybe take the lead up against X-Rock. A minute and 13 seconds left on the clock, and Ma finally gets himself involved. That's the first skill. We're looking for that second. The bomb is gonna get planted. We're gonna try to wrap this. If you are Vitality, you are lacking by 1 extra guy, and you only have a sniper and an AR to play around with. And a nice counter position here for X-Rock. No. Nice position. Marvel decides to take a peek as he gets spotted. Not yet. But Tectonic around the flank should be taken down here by Sinuo, who's watching the flank. Oh, he misses the first shot, but the second is confirmed, and that will make sure X-Rock will maintain that lead.
It's intense. Everyone's sweating bullets here. Whether it's going to be X-Rock or Vitality, you can feel the pressure live up. Next round still might just be a slow pace here for a set of X-Rock. You want to go for his isolation. And what a shot from Sinuo. Takes down Marvel off the flick and off the jump.
A dormir.
That was an insane shot right there. He knows that guy was dumping it. Nice timing to give X-Rock that first blood. And the thing with X-Rock, you can see it here. They're not afraid to utilize the first minute on the search and destroy game to play for picks and maybe get themselves that extra information so that they can carry the bomb into a favorable spot. Wallbang in what angle there? Sinuo gonna hear and gonna see that bullets just get shot through that window. So they know that there are some guys in that trailer.
Pulling it down. Come again, Sinuo. And Ma's still gonna be alive. Ma still hasn't really had the brightest days yet, coming from the last 5 rounds. And with the disadvantage here for the side of Vitality, I mean, with no sniper up and about aside from Viper, we're just going to be playing on the B-bomb side consecutively. There should be an open push here for them, here for X-Rock. Smoke's going to get deployed. Vitality, Solo, and Sam's going to be inside here. Checks out, can't spot any evidence of the bomb plant, and finally goes for the shot, but he misses.
It's not a good trade there. Oh, nice shot for Ma to pick him off, and now it's a 3v5. Chances of winning this round looking slim for Vitality as Sinuo looking to attract the player coming through Americans. And at this counter, the only way for you to win this if you try to wrap around the back, but that is going to be covered by X-Rock Ma. Trying to hear him out as much as possible. The collapse is there. Tectonic keeping the spray down. Viper making the play around the back. 16 seconds left. No, gonna spray it down. And just like that, Rushi with the 2-piece on the head glitch. 4-2 now is our scoreline.
Starting to let loose here, but we haven't been able to see a trend where it's just going back and forth here so far. Gonna be more than impressive if ever X-Rock can claim the triple round lead. And again, it's just them on the waiting game. 1-2-2 split here for a set of Vitality. Having Marvel play CC now. And looking like the bomb might just lean towards that B-bomb side. A few spam here from the mid lane as well, coming from Solo. But he's not able to convert anything aside from just giving off his information.
30 seconds already gone by. And X-Rock still waiting for that 1-3-1. They really love their 1-3-1 default offense. Just waiting for Vitality again to just overextend. But you can see the pattern that X-Rock is kind of playing. Oh, what angle? A wall bang right through Americans to take down Ma. That would be the first blood for Vitality. But back to what I was saying, X-Rock loves to play their A-side hit. Once they were able to plant that stature on the A-side, they have one guy holding down the bomb site, one guy around the corner, and also the firing range dummy right there. X-Rock still trying to look for some kind of opening to maybe put that resources on the A-side. It's not gonna look good. Here comes the attack warden.
Rusty's gonna be leading the push now. No gonna be on the trail. Solo, Sam's holding this one down out in the open. Not really the best shape right there, but it doesn't matter. They get the triple. Oh my god. 2-1. Now here all alone. 1v3 situation. All eyes on you, but Tectonic from the back shuts him down. Vitality planes back around.
You can see the adjustment there. We were just talking about X-Truck loving their A side hit. And the only way for you to overwhelm them is just try to have a high-low posture. And that was very odd angle there. You would figure there's only one guy. They did not really expect Sams to be there. So that was a nice counter hit to attack X-Truck. We're approaching our last round before we switch the sides. Gotta make the most out of your defense if you're Vitality. X-Truck still trying it. Oh, okay. I don't think Viper was able to spot him there.
But does it matter? Marvel's going to be holding the turrets down. Viper just holding that very tight angle towards jungle. Marvel's going to go for the spam. Not so certain if they are actually well aware of the situation where Chuan is going to be pushed up in this room. But they do pull away. Numbers disadvantage here on his A bomb side though. If Ekrock gets the call, they might just be able to get the opener here. Solo is going to be all alone.
And our rotation is bound to happen here. They're trying to throw all the nades just to check if there would be any extra player there. Seems like there would be no player. So now they're thinking, do we want to attack A or do we want to go fully slam at this B side? Seems like it's going to be a B attack. Viper as well as Marvel. Gotta have to turn things up here. 2-1M now about to attack the players. Marvel gonna fall down and Viper gonna get slapped there by Nono. And he's gonna go in for a double. One more player up front and he goes in for the spray down. The body shot there as well.
The bomb has been planted.
One more player alive and it's Sams. Holding down trailers. 40 seconds is remaining on the clock for him to clutch it up and maybe win it, but it's a 1v5 and up against X-Rock, the Demons. They're not gonna miss an opportunity to win with a numbers game like this. They win the first half 5-3. Now we switch the sides.
The gunplay is just pretty precise.
Qué nivel, hermano, qué nivel.
The decision making has been able to be put up here for a set of X-Rock. Is just the biggest factor here so far and how they were able to retain this double round lead. Now, we go back to the switch of sides now.
Bueno, los tres equipos chinos ganaron hoy. Ya sabemos que se viene.
For a set of No, he's going to be all alone. 4 players already around the vicinity of this B bomb site, but looking like they're not going to go for the commitment, not just yet.
4 seconds. I mean, the longer you take around holding this B, you're gonna get strangled by X-Rock all across the board. Nice angles that's being taken here by Nono and Rushi, but they're gonna hear all of those sound cues. It's a fake Vigo A for the side of Vitality. Solo, if he ever does want to make a play, he has to wait for a trade to happen. He has to wait for Sams to make the attack, but Marvel does get the spot down. Takes down Chuanem all the way towards the Vitality spawn. And Rushi trying to check every angle as much as possible. He's gonna hear Viper. Oh, he does not get him.
Oh no. Tectonic. Does he check? Yes, he does. He gets the kill. 5v3 situation now. And Nono's gonna go down. Ma and Suno is gonna be all alone. 2v5 here. Vitality has this opportunity to lower down the lead to just 1.
But it's again 2 more players here. But you gotta have to worry about 2 snipers with insane accuracy once again. Ma still getting there, but it's gonna try to hit that attack. I don't think there's bullet. Velocity in here, man, but again, Viper going in for the double. That's gonna cut that lead down to 1 round.
Ahí está el talento de Vitality también en el tradeo.
This S&D is just getting me so tensed up here, Cali. Everyone is playing their hearts out, just ensuring that they don't put up any mistakes whatsoever. You really have to play this one perfectly. If you're on the side of Vitality and X-Rock and want an aggressive play from the side of Mom, find Sams out. He pulls away. No trades whatsoever from the side of Vitality.
Okay, that is it, man. There we go. That's what you needed. Now you have a 4v5 once again. You can maintain that 2-round leads that you got, but it's far from over. It's far-fetched. You're still gonna have to make sure that you gotta have to secure the potential big B go A. I think that's going to be the case here for Vitality.
Ooh. Oh my god. Sinuo finds Marvel. And now it's going to be a 3v5. Looking to be the first round that X-Rock might be able to win off this side of the map. And looking like Vitality is just too spread apart. Just waiting for that aggression to come in from the side of X-Rock, but they're playing this one so disciplinedly.
And number 2 in blue, Solo. Oh, he's hearing all this noise. Oh, no! No got shot down. Ma trying to exchange hands, but he cannot win the gunfight because he brought a punching gloves. Would it? Now it's a 3v3. Roshi, oh! Put him on the burner. That guy got sent back to the next round, and here we have it. X-Rock Sunuo with the scope. Takes down Tectonic. All down to Viper, the legend killer. Overwhelmed. Sunuo with the final 2
A la bestia, hermano. What the fuck?
round lead up against Vitality.
4-6. Retaining this one back again once more. We haven't really seen such a large lead here, but the storyline is that X-Rock has been one-upping the players of Vitality quite a lot. Move over to a very heavy A hit here, led by the set of Vitality. Snow is not hitting of his shots. And it's all going to come down to Chuanem here inside of the trailer. Spot Solo out, inside of the side. 1 goes down, 2 goes down. Rusi makes the play. 2 players out. And Dusted, Marvel, Viper all alone to clutch it up. The snipers locked and loaded.
Pretty difficult to get that bomb without getting killed. That is a nice angle. Chuanem is kind of holding right around the A bomb site where the bomb is currently dropped. And you like the off-angle plays that you're kind of working for X-Rock here. Just completely shutting down any possible 1v2s that might happen for these 2 players remaining for Vitality. Gatsuno just kind of watching around the flank. And you see the glint of the scope there for Marvel. He is trying to make something work for his squad, but it's tough. You can see the patience here for X-Rock.
Marvel, Viper working through to go to that B bomb site. But the bomb is dropped on the other side of the map, so it's going to take a bit of time for them, so they need to move in quick. Can they check out? Marvel, left side Sunuo.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Defend the objectives. They have the bomb. The enemy has the bomb.
And just like that, Vitality are down to their last 8 players. And I know for sure it is going to be quite laggy, but obviously it's X-Rock, man. They built up so much thing they just got activated, but we're going to try to fix this one as soon as possible for you guys to have a better lure. Which is...
Frag out!
Man, now we're back into it.
Now.
Frag out!
Viper is out early on. A bit of an isolation there. Ma can't get the timing right. Marvel disengaged in just a split of a second. You know, it's just going to be a 3v5. Vitality is still waiting for this aggression to come in, but clearly it's just not happening at all. But Marvel finds Ma out. That is going to be a step closer for them to get a breakthrough towards the bomb site. It looks like they want to stack here towards A. This might just be a very fast, quick push, but they're going to worry about Sunuo holding the barrels down with a sniper alongside Chuanem. With the MG42, Sunuo gets the kill on towards Marvel. Chuanem finds the drop solo. Sam's all alone, 1v4.
And that's it right there. That's going to clear it up. There's no answer for X-Rock and the way they're holding down those power positions. Again, nice attack here for Sam's, extending out. I mean, you don't want to push this trailer erratically. Gotta have to wait for some information or some sound cues to happen, but now you're just kind of surrounded. You do take down, no, almost the takedown onto that other player in the trailer, but X-Rock having the numbers game. Gonna escape with it now with a 4-round lead and then game point to win the search and destroy.
48.
Defend the objective.
Ma is still going to be underperforming, but it doesn't really matter when you have Sunuo Rusi with 12 and 11 for the side of the game. Vitality's last glimmer of hope is this A bomb site. Will it come up prosperous?
Oh, Sunuo, he's just got the skills. He's got a great hold here, 12 kills, but Solo just running up onto Chuanem. That completely opens up the trailer. But X-Rock, man, they got everything bopped up. Pop your head up, it's over. Oh, man. That guy's dead quick. And now Vitality now getting overwhelmed. It's now a 2v4 situation, and the clear is good. X-Rock with the win. Now coming up 2 wins in the series, 1 away from advancing to the upper bracket finals and going up against Q9.
This is crazy.
Nada que hacerle, nada que hacerle.
From set of X-Rock. The only time that they end up losing rounds, Cali, was Vitality playing better gunfights. But when do you see...
Creo que fue, a ver, Q9 3-0, Wolf 3-0, X-Rock 3-0. Creo que ya sabemos que se nos vienen.
Masterclass that this squad right here just showed up against Vitality, and now that that's said and done, right, you are now in the best position.
El tradeo y sincronización de X-Rock, cada paso que dan pensando, etcétera, es simplemente perfecto. Si quieres estudiar a un equipo para aprender mucho, es X-Rock. Wolf también. Q9 todavía no, porque hoy lo sentí suave nomás. Fue suave.
The attack or the defensive side.
Wherever it is, man, X-Rock just knows exactly how to one-up Vitality for this one. And it's not because Vitality is struggling in search and destroy. We are just stalking. We are just witnessing the beauty that X-Rock has to offer in this competition for Call of Duty Mobile. But take a look at the highlights, man. There was a lot of things that we can talk about. I mean, respectively, Vitality had their own fair share of highlights as well. But you really have to direct the spotlight here for a set of X-Rock. The way that they were able to approach some executions, the way that they were able to get some retakes is just something that I want to absorb for myself.
Y aunque no lo crean, el que más me decepcionó hoy fue Vitality no, porque Vitality está jugando muy bien. Obviamente tiene el top 1 de China enfrente, entonces no le podemos pedir mucho. Pero el que más me decepcionó fue SPG. Yo esperaba mucho de SPG.
然后他板楼定系，他板楼是第二时间还会贴的，他开局贴了个区，好像他开局贴了个区。你们2把区，第二时间来 A 看信息。不要老是跟我在一个位置啊，王哥。他是王哥，你可以多来 A 这边看一看。他板楼摸的话是1分40秒左右。没有，他 A 包占了，A 包占了上吧 ，A 包占了，我确定。板2一个，哎，板2好像跳高楼上了。哦，好像有人跳高楼上，我这个声音很大。广1冲梦，冲梦，我走。
And that right there is going to conclude our listen in there. Now we're going to be hopping into our matchup right there. So now you guys have been amazing. So we'll be looking into our games. And I was about to say we're going to have something given to you guys, but we're going to save it for the best, right? This is going to be X-Rock with the 2-0 win. Currently on the series, they're just 1 away from taking it over and sweeping Vitality and sending them down to the lower bracket. And X-Rock definitely such a dominant force. If Vitality, a team that managed to defeat Q9, could not beat X-Rock, what more could other teams do, right? So it's going to be a test of resilience here now that you're back against the wall. X-Rock has won the first 2 maps, and the only way for you to win if you are Vitality, and if you're a Vitality fan, you have to fully sweep the next 3 maps, which is arguably possible, but easier said than done, Warden, after watching what No did on that response and how Ma and Sinnoh will just completely turn it up on that search and destroy.
You know, when you take a look at the whole narrative here for the set of X-Rock and Team Vitality, I mean, given the fact that Stalwart Esports doesn't really have
36-50, 36 kills de Vitality, 50 de X-Rock, diferencia abismal, hermano.
Safely say that X-Rock is the #1 team on Group A right now. So it was really the battle of the best out of the best for this very series, and it's just so unfortunate that they're meeting here at the first stage of the, on the upper brackets. But hey, it is what it is. You just have to wait and see as well on what more can Vitality bring in later on. But we're not even yet finished. After all, we still have control to deal with. It only has been search and destroy and hardpoint that we were able to tackle. X-Rock, Vitality on control could be truly something that we could witness from these 2 teams after we take a look at the statistics in line here, Cali.
Arushi is going to be the MVP here. And we were talking about him earlier, right? He is mean, and he is definitely a guy to really watch out for when it comes to playing Search and Destroy. But apart from Rushi, Sinuo held himself as well. He played great, holding down the snipers of Vitality. Marvel was getting caught down every time on the opening picks when we were playing on it, right? So that's the stuff that you gotta watch out for. Now that that's said and over with, now we're playing the next game up ahead, which will be Control, where X-Truck can go in for a sweep.
It's probably most likely going to happen here, but I know for a fact, you know, Vitality is backed up with great minds, great maturity, and I feel like, you know, the momentum is still going to be not the most one-sided out there. Mental is something that I want to throw away, especially when you are talking about a squad like Vitality. I mean, they're veterans. They've been through this before. They've gone through this before, and they know for a fact there's really no way out of this aside from to just persevere through the next 3 game modes. But X-Rock, I mean, as much projections you want to put up against a team like X-Rock, they have their own sets of skills as well, and clearly it has been working out all throughout the series here so far up against Vitality.
And again, they are the 2023 CDSI champions. They're defending that throne up against Vitality, who looked to be, you know, pretty strong on their Wildin stage, their group stage, where they ended up #1 on both stages.
Se viene el mejor modo de Vitality, chicos, y el peor modo de China, Control. Estuvieron cerca de ganar el hardpoint. Este es el mejor modo de Vitality, el peor modo de China. Así que es su última y mejor oportunidad.
The Search and Destroy is already done with them 2-0. This Control is where they should be able to finish this game up.
We'll see, man. We'll see from then on. But for this moment, this time, let's see what's going to be the preparation looking like. And come again, looking like we are about to start. Never mind. Here we go. We are moving over to Seaside Control, Cali. And this is going to be just another storyline here for Vitality. Whether can they put up a reverse comeback, or is it just going to be X-Rock sweeping the best team here on Group B, coming from that group stage. Here we go. These are your operators pretty much in line, and the same for this one. Let's see who's going to be starting on the defending side as we are now inside of this game. Come again, Vitality, they need to win 3 games in a row. X-Rock on the verge of going for the sweep.
Seaside is all about the attack here. If you are Vitality, if you can win through capture, that should be enough to just stop the gunfights from running you over. You gotta have to keep it strong, because right now for X-Truck, they are in a killing position. They can end their streak right now and losing up every map. So you need a strong round #1. It starts here with Ma getting the shot down. Saps with that Odin. Oh boy, spraying it down, but Solo gets the shot down, and Vitality able to open things up on this Control C side with the first segment down to the B side.
Yeah, really good progression here on this B control point, and looking like X-Rock will not even go for the contestment anymore. It's just all gonna come down to that alpha point now. Very quick movements here from a set of Vitality, and that's going to be a really heavy kickoff here for X-Rock to recover from.
There we have it. It's 1 minute now added to the clock. First 5-kill metric does favor Vitality, so a bit more map control for their side. But this is the problematic part about this. If you cannot bring your R9 to do your job for you, these Odins are going to punish you the hell out of the map. So you got to make sure a stack is there, and you need to find those smokes, at least those stuns to connect, to be able to get the shot down on up against X-Truck on this one. G1M with the R9 takes 2 eliminations there. But look at number 5 in yellow and Viper, trying to overextend and maybe play for some map control and chopping these players at spawn. If that does go through, it looks pretty good. But Vitality playing for trades, it has favored them so far, but the shot down there for X-Truck off the flank is going to be huge.
Oh my goodness, Viper is on for the spawn trap, looking like he wants to go for a 3 spray, make it a 4-3 perhaps, but he flicks away from Sinuo. And X-Rock, they do get washed away here, but clearly Vitality has his option right now to go for the capture. We got Flare 4 inside already, gonna go for the cut. And X-Rock does recover from it, but they gotta worry about the players inside now here for Vitality.
Yeah, X-Rock now gonna need to have to go. Vitality's trying to play through objective. Nice shots for Ma. Cavalry arrives. 2 players inside left for Vitality. Solo extends. He's gonna get shot down. Ma just waiting for his teammates, but they're taking so long. 2 segments done by Vitality here on this one. But it's still not yet over. X-Rock can win this through eliminations. Should they get this next wave, they are gonna be able to win it out.
And 12. X-Rock solidified inside of the hill. Ma gonna be holding the fort down here towards the chapels. Player 3, Tech, wrapping around as well. You're gonna try to go for the pinch. It's the battle of pinches here, Cali. And it's just all gonna come down to the proper timing and the way that they can hit their shots.
Here we go, here comes the slam. Viper able to find one. There's 2 more players inside. One goes through, and now a shot down there by No. Viper and Sam's out of the way, but the spawn trap is ensued. X-Rock now, they're gonna have to feel the pain of this 2-man spawn trap. Tectonic gonna get one attack successfully done, and now the capture will be successful as well. What a turn of events. Vitality. Impressive attack coming in on the first round.
Yeah, they want to clear it out. They want to hold this one down. I mean, they got 4 operators already as well, if ever. And they've got 5 operators actually as well. So X-Rock has only 2 here with Roosty and No. Vitality might just be able to blow out and get an early map control lead here up against X-Rock if they play this one right. But 3 kills gets accumulated by the side of X-Rock.
And that's opening up the A side. It's pretty much impossible for you to get in there unless you do have operators to bring around. You still got Tectonic there with the War Machine, but again, it is not doing any damage here. That really impacts the capture for X-Rock. 2 segments done here by the squad. And just like Vitality did, they're playing through objective.
Very quick capture here on Alpha, which is going to be a much more better look here for them. And they got the 4 operators as well that they can just use to clear this one through. And it's just all going to come down to the mid-surge here as Marvel's holding this one down, but he can't hit his shot enough to get the kill. Ma goes for the punish. Nate's cooked up, throws it down towards the tunnel where Viper is at. Can he find a connection? No, he can't. But Sano does go for the cut with the Tundra and an R9. This might just be a setup for the spawn trap as well.
This is nice. You got a power to play around with. Solo needs to check every corner there, and he cannot. Now Sunuo is gonna have a good time unless we see a backup happen here. Oh, okay, nice response there, but you're still down by 6 lives. X-Rock needs only that 1 flag with the B side to just get over with, and it's over. It's going to be a round win through capture, but I mean, it's 27 seconds is left here. Claw is not gonna come off value for Chuanem. Here comes the reinforcements for X-Rock. A player goes through and still gonna get knocked down, and Sam's now bringing out his own claw. The attack for X-Rock needs to look good here, or else it might just be a spawn run about to be happening here with number 2 and 4, Solo and Marvel on the enemy spawns, waiting for the flank attack, but they all get shot down, so no value on your operator, and now X-Rock should go in for a heavy slam.
21-17 here. Tectonic gonna be inside. Sam's as well. And the rest of the players will try to solidify themselves inside of the control point, but Chuan's gonna go for the call off at R9. Solo gets the trade. 19-15, 18-15, still a very doable round here for the set of Vitality. They just have to win off 1 more wave, but it's gonna be tough when an equalizer is invested by the side of No.
This guy's been a menace with that equalizer. I tell you what, he single-handedly carried X-Rock on that stand-up hard point against Vitality earlier today. 30 seconds left for X-Rock to play on this one, on this attack, and they have done their wonders in winning this gunfight. Sunuo in the long range cannot hit his shots, so now Vitality will have some reinforcements, but they all get gunned down by No. Tectonic cutting through this enemy spawn, still not enough. Marvel gets shot down by No. Again, the 1-man wrecking crew is enough for Vitality to fall down, and the win through capture is definitely there at the moment, but Viper now making the plays, swinging through, is not good. Sunuo with the double, X-Rock with a total shot down, and Sunuo, endless assault inside, gets that win, ties up the numbers in the scoreboard.
This is just intense. Both teams playing their hearts out, taking their time. The pacing is slow, but once the strike comes in, one team just comes out cleanly and just able to go on an overdrive. 5-kill metric, let's come and get it. Who is it going to be this time around? Divide and conquer play will be happening for a moment or so, but looking like they want to transfer things here on the B control point, and no push from the side of X-Rock will be here, so it's going to be a free capture on the first segment for the side of Vitality.
All right, I mean, the same exact approach that we've seen these 2 teams done when you're on the attack. It's pretty much how you want to try to win your control gameplay. It's all about capturing and capitalizing on the moments where your opponent is going to have a lot of lapses to make the contest happen. And there we have it. B-Flag going to be able to get into the mix for Vitality. But now you're getting attacked at spawns with Rushi with the War Machine. How does he get through? About to have a bad time. Rushi spraying them down, and there we go. The slammer jump for Rushi, he's not yet over. He's gonna make more of this attacks be felt. But look at that. That completely resets X-Rock too. So now it's gonna be a 50-50 Tectonic. Trying to put some pressure. No operators so far for X-Rock. They have to bring out the Sparrow there versus Suno. But still for Tectonic, he bought enough time. But you want him with the better value on the operator. 3 kills with it. And that completely flushes down Vitality back at spawns. And a 5 live count differential in the moment for X-Rock.
They're not barging in strike directly towards the control point. They want to gain map control here towards the mid-map, transversing here towards the B control point as well. They have to go for pins. They know exactly what they need to do up against X-Rock if they want to get the break. One good wave, one straight 5 kills that can wash away the players of X-Rock, could just lead them to a win via capture. Because if it's all gonna come down to this play, it's not looking good here for them.
Here we got it. Oh man, they just completely got shut down. The only way for you to bounce back here is to play through enemy spawns and have some operators work around very well. And that's Viper with that Sparrow, but even that is gonna get checked here by Rushia. Now Q1M gonna have himself that R9. And you can see the adjustments that X-Rock has on the map. It's just overly different. They're just a lot more tighter on the trades, and Ma on the high ground through churches is able to shut down Vitality on that mid-map, and just like that, lives fell down like that, 17-5. X-Rock with an even better defensive performance, shutting down Vitality's hopes of winning this round.
Viper all alone. Just lost and confused on what to exactly do, but whatever you come out with, birthday boy, there is
no hay nada que hacer, no hay nada que hacer. Vitality tiene mucha gunfight, pero el nivel de gunfight de China es otro, la verdad, otra dimensión.
Up against Vitality. Moving over to the next round, it is going to be No with an operator well ready for investment. St. Louis for a set of Viper and Solo on the set of Vitality, but Chuan does have the Predator and the Hunter Killer drone if ever he wants to get some information.
Okay, Viper with the Sparrow. I mean, that's good enough to maybe break off all of those troop systems inside, but now you get slammed by that War Machine from Rushi, who's just been, you know, a guy that has been able to really put so much stressor for Vitality all throughout the game modes. He may not be the top fragger on that hard point, but on the SND, you clearly saw what he was capable to do, scoring 15 kills on it. And then you also have No that can suddenly erupt and give your team that extra needed win. So now here it is. That's going to be a flag capture by X-Rock. And they also win the first 5-kill metric, and they got themselves a high chance of chaining that A-side capture to a B-side hit quickly.
27-25 now. Clear up now towards the B control point. Vitality is packed up. Looking like X-Rock. They want to gain some map control here. But unfortunately for them, they do get Matt off guard, but they do have the life count regardless. If they want to experiment, why not? But soon enough, they have to find the means to get some foothold here on this B control point, as they have a lot of more chances to win by the objective.
There we go. It's a 4-man stack, and they've also made themselves the attack to go through our enemy spawns, and this is going to be a win through capture that is potentially in the making for X-Rock. Ma making the long flank, takes down Sams. Has a look at it, and Marble at least finds the swing onto it. Solo gonna have the equalizer in his hands. 2 segments done here by X-Rock. He needs to make a play. The pressure is there for Marble. He's able to take down 1 player. Rushi and the crew waiting for another stack to happen. 2 shots confirmed there for Marble. And Solo is just trying to make sure that the onslaught is there for them to take this win. But obviously, X-Rock just too good with their ARs. That has been the difference on this matchup. It has devoured Vitality and the Hornets and the Hive. And just like that, 1 more segment to go for X-Rock to win this round of week 4.
19-10 here. Last segment to capture. Can they hold it down? Looking like they are about to go for the capture here, Cali. No more chances perhaps. Solo gets denied. X-Rock on match point advantage.
Nah, hermano, los rushean con... O sea, un sniper se pone a jugar de OBJ y es como si fuese una aniquiladora dentro del punto, hermano. Es imposible, weón.
They're playing against Vitality, the #1 Indian team, and they have made light work off of them. Not even giving them a map win so far. And this is the last chance for Vitality. If they do want to force a map number 4, they need to win through an attack. But Rushi with the War Machine just single-handedly taking this A flag all single-handedly.
En el mejor modo y el mejor mapa de Vitality.
Struck now in a bad spot. They should go in for the killing blow, and Vitality cannot do anything about it.
It's just a tough calling here for the side of Vitality, but Tech gets the punch down, and they might just be able to get some progress here on his A control point. Nowhere to be found is X-Rock, and they should be able to secure the first segment here. Might just be able to translate on the second as well. Vitality gonna go for the divide and conquer. I'm not so certain about this play, but so far they are on the lead.
Just get the extra segment of the B side to do you have less things to worry about. Extending out the Sams. I mean, you gotta have to be quick with it. No. Yep, he's gonna get red on. Sams has access through enemy spawns. And and Sunuo, they are gonna be back at spawns here, so Sams needs to prepare for the onslaught. Nice shots for him so far. You take down the B lane. Now you have an auto killer drone that is good for 1. I think you may have done the damage, but again, just a 2-life penalty that you got up against X-Rock. That's never.
Mira, y eso que Vitality no tiene mala gunfight, pero ¿a qué nivel debe estar X-Rock para que pueda ganarle?
Come again, they need to go for the capture on Bravo or get the slays down. 4 players already located in line instead of the B control point, and they win the next 2 gunfights. Make it the next 3, perhaps.
And there goes the No show. Able to stop the first wave that's being thrown on the B side. Still have some mid-map presence if you're Vitality, with Viper playing around Church. Trying to search it through. I mean, Solo is really struggling, finding his footing into this matchup right here. And now they're gonna bring out the operator and the Predator. This is gonna take down Ma. Tech. So now you have the life gun advantage. With a minute left for Vitality to play around, you're just gonna have to wait for them to show up on the B side. Then there you can go in for the killing blow with your Odin, which have been the bane for Vitality on this matchup.
Big shots coming in. Rusi not gonna be able to get the kill, not just yet. Marvel, is he gonna go for the reshell? No, the bait and switch comes in, but it's not gonna be enough at all. The kill still spot on. Marvel finally gets the shot down. Can they get the breakthrough here and try to capture on Bravo? No, Marvel is all alone. Viper knows he's gonna go for the spawn trap here. This might just be the play that they were all hoping for.
Oh, but they did not get anybody there so far. And #1 in Sams is gonna fall down, so this is the last chance for Vitality to win a round, and it's going down to the wire. 25 seconds left with all teams tied up with 6 lives. X-Rock now able to stabilize. They have 2 operators available. X-Rock now in a position to win this matchup. No, with the equalizer inside, does he make the fight work? Yes, he does. Find the cut down. Solo.
Da la verga. No, hermano, está loco.
X-Rock, the #1 team in China, successfully sweeps Vitality in the upper bracket, sending them down to the lower bracket run.
3-0 up against Vitality.
Nah, hermano, qué nivel, weón.
That is something that it's just not fair to say that anyone could have anticipated this. I thought that we were gonna
X-Rock no tiene 1, 2 o 3 estrellas. Tiene 5 estrellas en un mismo equipo.
Just send Vitality on the lower bracket. We see it on the face of Vitality. You're not too proud about it. Sportsmanship.
Aquí ya no hay excusa del ping ni nada, como algunos decían por el tema de India. En playoff, como lo habíamos dicho, China guardó muchas cosas. Wolf demostró, Q9 demostró, X-Rock demostró. Básicamente China demostrándonos que en los playoffs van a jugar en serio. Quiero ver las estadísticas primero antes de ir a dormir.
The first day of the knockout stage, so we got a best of 5 on this schedule, and tomorrow it will all be best of 7s until we reach the grand final. So we're now down to our 6 teams, where we saw Godlike as well as SPG get eliminated. Tomorrow we'll see 2 more of those.
Yo creo que sí, Renny, porque acá ya se quedó muy corto ya. Contra otros equipos puede ser, pero aquí se quedó muy corto. El nivel de sniper que hay en X-Rock, la velocidad de reacción, todo eso con el mantener para apuntar, él nunca lo va a poder hacer. Con 4 dedos nunca lo va a poder hacer.
Only in CDSI, but it's just remarkable to see X-Rock going through squad after squad. I mean, the only series that they were able to lose all throughout the start of this tournament was against Stalwart Esports, but even that factor is not even, left to be put up anymore. Stalwart Esports not the same Stalwart Esports now, and the factors just start to click, and the narrative is getting put up.
La única salvación, bueno, la única prueba que faltaría es Luminosity versus Wolf Q9 y X-Rock y Galleries versus Wolf Q9 X-Rock, porque de resto China domina todo Asia. Bueno, falta Elevate. Elevate es el otro caballito que puede sorprender.
Not a surprise for us to see X-Rock go in the way and win to a 3-0. After all, their only weakness is their hard point. They did win it up against Vitality, so the S&D might just be in the way for them.
Cuidado con Elevate, cuidado con Elevate. Mis caballos de arena. Igual, dejo el dato. Vitality jugó a su 100%, hizo lo que pudo. Y jugó bien. Yo creo que jugó bien. Pero se enfrentó a un equipo que está en otra dimensión.
On the bracket that will be shown here for the day, but otherwise, right, we got this game bounced and done. X-Rock with the W. No is my personal MVP. He is the anti-life equation, especially with that equalizer.
Oh, for sure, man. I mean, once you whip out that equalizer.
Yo sé. Yo he visto scrims donde Vitality le gana todo NA y Latam, pero en scrims. Pero un poco de fe, por favor.
There's usually something miraculous going on for the whole squad of X-Rock, and they're just able to take that momentum. And was applicable as well. It was seen as well when we got to see standoff earlier, and I think that's really like one key factor that we can applaud is like X-Rock, where their investments is truly spot on.
I gotta agree with you on that. Their operators was something else. Rushi with the war machine, he was stopping the lanes, the multiple waves that was coming on the A side when they were on the defense.
O sea que en Wolf tienen a Chichin o X-King, que a veces juegan 4, aunque ahora han reformado bien los roles. En Q9 tienen a Dechem jugando más respawn, y si no es Chinan jugando más respawn. En X-Rock todos son, ese es el problema, ¿no? Todos son una bestia. Sí, varios jugadores de Galleries están probando 5 dedos. Henrika ya se pasó 5 dedos. Henrika de Galleries ya se pasó 5 dedos, es algo que ya comuniqué antes, hace unos días en mi canal de WhatsApp y en mi grupo de WhatsApp. Y también están probando varios, pueden haber sorpresas. El problema es el tiempo. Decidieron muy tarde pasarse. Estadísticas en pantalla. Marvel ya con los 4 dedos se ha quedado muy atrás. Los muchachos ahí haciendo lo que pueden. Y mira que Sams se hizo una muy buena jugada en el spawn trap. Y esa calidad de jugada que se hizo Sams en el spawn trap de X-Rock es una calidad de jugada de un jugador top tier 1 A1. Y aún así no pudo contra X-Rock, porque X-Rock tiene a 5 con ese nivel y mejor nivel todavía. Y están acostumbrados a enfrentarse a tipos como Sai, a tipos como Owlin, a tipos como Peg. Entonces tú puedes tener ese nivel, pero tienes que exigirte más si quieres sorprender a este equipo, ¿no?
And you take a look at the overall rating as well. Nono, Rusi, Sunuro, Ma is on the top 4. Tectonic will be on the trail with 0.98. Chuana will be there on the number 7 spot. Dressed right below.
No mames, 4 de X-Rock en el top 5 y Tectonic ahí también. Tectónica el único que dio la talla.
And I know for a fact it's just gonna get better for tomorrow's run as well.
Yeah, I just had to arrange all of my notes that I created here today. It's just messed up on my table. And yeah, a lot of story will continue to unravel tomorrow. We're now down again to our final
Cali está molesto, Cali es el analista de Vitality.
It's going to be a Chinese versus Chinese matchup. It is a rematch of the CDM Season 9 Championship where Ekrock went up against Q9. So it would be interesting what would happen on a best of 7 series up against those teams. And that
Ahorita van a poner
that will be happening
los
in the
match
upper
de
bracket
mañana.
final will give that winning team an opportunity to book their ticket to the grand finals, which will be held in Sunday. Still going to be an AG Esports Center, Chengdu, China. But moreover,
Wolf versus Elevate puede ser la pelea más intensa que vamos a ver, como lo fue el año pasado.
to be X-Rock, but the teams that got eliminated, SPG and Golak, anything that we can say about them?
Yeah, I mean, it's already done and dusted, but fortunately for them, there's still a lot more opportunities to go, especially for the set of God. Like, they still have the world stage waiting for them, but for Standpoint Gaming, I'm loving the way that they were able to play that one out. 249, 250, up against Wolves. That is crazy, and it could have went on longer and longer, but clearly it wasn't really any readjustments from then on forward. And for the rest of the teams here, I'm just so stoked though. I'm pretty excited, Cal, to see tomorrow's action.
Yeah, let's see if we got an interview here. Let's have a look into our next screen. I think they got some interview here for X-Rock. No, but it seems like we're not going to be able to see it here. Unfortunately, wanted to hear some insights on what they felt there with our translations coming through from Lucia, one of the most decorated caster.
Los dos primeros enfrentamientos fueron de loser bracket, los dos últimos fueron de winner bracket. Eso quiere decir que Stalwart contra Q9, que ganó Q9 3-0, Stalwart cae a la loser bracket y ahora Vitality cae a la loser bracket. De los dos primeros juegos, los que perdieron fueron eliminados. Quedó eliminado Gotla y quedó eliminado SPG. ¿Se podrán quedar ahí en China hasta que acabe el torneo o tendrán que regresarse a su casa a India? No lo sabemos.
Who do you think will get eliminated for tomorrow's show? For sure.
I don't know, man.
Yo diría que se queden ahí, ¿no? En el hotel practicando scrims. Que se queden en el hotel practicando scrims como público. Preparándose para el mundial, ¿no?
The team that wants it more is going to stay alive with this competition. The team that has the weakest mindset will have to be eliminated. And yeah, I am media trained. That's how I'm gonna praise it. But yeah,
Si al final todos los equipos con los que juegan están reunidos ahí, yo me quedaría. Sí, nos quedamos acá, jugamos screen contra ellos, igual entrenamos, practicamos para champs. Después nos levantamos y los vemos jugar como público. Normal, ¿no? Si al final todos están ahí reunidos, todos están juntos.
That's going to be my take for that one. I truly respect you, Cal. If you don't want to say out any names, after all, it's the best way out there.
Eso es lo que estoy esperando que pongan ahorita, Johan.
On the past few previous seasons that we've been betting on teams.
Yeah, you did not. You betted that you're gonna shave your eyebrows. You did not shave your eyebrows.
I did for one day, and it came back the other day.
No, you did not shave your eyebrows,
Callie,
man.
I sent a picture. I did shave my eyebrows.
You did not. That was edited.
For one day.
For one, that was edited. No. Don't lie to me, man. Stop kidding with me.
Where's your shaved head, by the way?
I already shaved my head. One day. For one day.
You value your hair too much. I doubt you do that.
Todavía falta ver más. Todavía falta ver más. Es el primer día. No saquemos conclusiones porque solamente le ganó a Vitality. Falta ver al nuevo Wolf, un Q9 renovado, un Elevate. Falta, todavía falta.
And how are they playing in a best of 7 series? The search and destroy is still gonna be a big problem for them as they enter deep within the CDSI 2024 playoffs.
Yeah, for sure, man. And the best series that we were able to get was truly X-Rock and Vitality. The way that they were able to play hard.
Sí, todos juegan a 5 dedos, pero saben cómo usar y aprovechar los 5 dedos. No solo tienen el HUD ahí de adorno.
But game 3, game 4 really was handled quite well by the set of Elevate. Now you move over towards Wolves and Standpoint Gaming, where on paper, you get to see it's a 3-0. You might feel like it's a dominating run, but clearly it wasn't. There was a lot of close calls where Wolves could have lost the game. Stalwart Esports and Q9, it's not really a part of the topic anymore.
Papi Sai se lleva el MVP del día de hoy.
Now we take a look at the number rating so far for the players. It is going to be Zai with 1.65, followed by Peg with 1.53, and that's coming from 2 players from the set of Wolves.
Very dominating. That is going to be the duo that needs to be watched out for as we enter tomorrow's schedule. Uli will be followed up there to be part of that top 3. I'm surprised Nono is just down there at top 4, but everybody on that team just truly elevated their gameplay and obviously found their way into the mix as a squad and completely obliterate team vitality on that fight. Now, it is interesting to see Skalga and Abyss here on the top 10, knowing that they're one of the 2 players that really got sent back out of the lobby. And we also have our top kings in here. Yep, you can do all the translation. You can send it, put it on ChatGPT, and it will automatically translate for you guys.
Ahí salen el top 5 donadores. Mañana solamente hay 2 juegos.
3 p.m. plus 8 GMT with Wolves and Vitality facing head on at the final match tomorrow.
There's only 2 series for tomorrow. You want to talk about reserving your energy and just ensuring that everyone gets the best out of the best off the day, then why not? I love it. I love it a lot, Cali.
Mañana solamente 2 juegos. ¿Cómo así, chamo?
For the day, man. Final words. I think you should do the honors of closing this one.
I mean, it's been an honor, you know, to see all of these players and its teams like play through this competition for CDSI, and obviously it's just gonna get better and better. And come again, guys, if you guys are following, if you don't want to miss out any actions for this run for CDSI, better make sure you guys are following the page.
Bueno, Vitality le dio mucha pelea a X-Rogue. Tampoco es que Wolf tenga que ir confiado.
It's gonna be live at 3 p.m. plus 8 GMT, so you better not miss this one out. So for tonight, we're gonna be closing it out.
Y eso es también eliminación directa. Bueno, muchachos, hora de dormir. Hora de dormir, chicos. Gracias a todos los que estuvieron por aquí. Ren y Flor ahí por estar pendientes. Me dormí, pero el juego de X-Rock y Vitality me quitó el sueño por completo. Y ya pude verlo por completo también. Ahorita de hecho ya se me fue el sueño. Así que nada, chicos, nos vemos el día de mañana. Voy a descansar. Ahí conversamos por el grupo. Nos vemos, descansen, chicos. Gracias a todos los que aguantaron. Gracias a todos los que aguantaron por ahí. Fabi también. Nos vemos, cracks. Buenas noches.